and shit. Fucking big knot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cordless shit is a pain in the ass.
I don't know. Jason does the cordless thing well. I do the wireless thing. I love it.
All right, guys, it's the Drinking with Drew show. We are live. It's the non-election night, Tuesday. What is it, guys?
Election day.
It's an NFL trade deadline.
It is the. It's Tuesday, November 5th, the big night that we're ignoring. We're tuning into the Drinking with Drew show instead, and we might give you some updates throughout the show as to say who is winning and losing this pathetic race that we call politics. We have a huge show tonight. We have Brad Mader, Will James, Tom Shelton, Jason Stallworth, Pajama Joe, and of course, Lusty Laura. We're going to be playing some music later. Believe it or not, we're going to break out the 5150. We have many musicians in here that are going to show us how it's done and break out the acts. So we have a lot of local news, some booter bangs. We have a new beer called Coconaut that we're going to try out. Yes, there's a play on it. So a lot of news here, including Joe's new phone. Joe got a new phone.
Whoa. Welcome to the future.
Holy shit.
Yes, indeed. So it's craziness going on in here. Huge show. A lot of people. We had to go around and maneuver. Chairs, seats, cameras. Laura's upset because the cameras make no sense right now.
None.
So she might have a hissing.
Bouncing everywhere.
Yep. So with that being said, let's go on with the show intro. Made by Must Not Kill, the Drinking with Drew intro song. And now, from the CapsFlorida.com studios in Riverview, Florida, it's the Drinking with Drew show.
Plumber's butt crack looks like boobs.
Our show. That's the first thing I said on this podcast.
All right, guys, we are live. We will officially do our intros, if we may. Let's kick it on over to Jason Stallworth and Pajama Joe snuggling on the couch.
Aw, cute.
Drugs, not drugs.
What's going on, fellas?
Simon may join the Love Fest at some point.
We're going to hand check them probably once. What should we do? Once every 30 minutes? Hand check.
Hand check.
30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah.
So we have
Now-
29 seconds, Joe. To,
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you need headphones, Joe.
Yeah, Joe. See, you can't even hear me. We're probably going to have to. Yeah, Joe, I'm going to have you get up and adjust the ND filter on your camera because Jason's too bright. And I'll show you how to do that momentarily.
It's on fire right now.
That's racist.
Yeah.
Oh!
yeah.
All right.
The one right in front of you. Was it the one right
Oh, I thought
behind
you
him?
said too white.
It's the Canon C100, and on the front left of the camera, there's an ND filter. On the left.
Oh, man, I have to leave that on.
Yeah, on the left. You know, you're right. You're right. Camera left.
Oh, my
You're
Lord.
right.
This is a tutorial video for anyone looking to adjust their filter settings on their technology here.
Yeah.
A
You see
5-second
N-
job just turned to a 20-minute tutorial.
ND filters on the bottom. On the very bottom, it's a little dial. Yep, turn it
We
down.
can see your
All
thumb,
the way down.
definitely.
That's a forearm.
There you go.
Very
All
forearm.
right, keep
You
on
can see
going.
Joe's
Keep on
finger
going.
here.
Keep on going. 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 All right, right there. Nope, go up. Go up.
Keep on going.
Perfect. Perfect.
Hey, round of
Beautiful.
Jason looks normal now. Thank you.
Jason
Thank you.
looks
Sit over here, Joe.
metal.
We look so much better. Look at this.
Very
Now look at
metal.
you guys. Just like
So
you,
Oh, my goodness.
looks like you could cuddle even more.
I know. You guys got that romantic lighting now.
Yeah, it's like when the lights are not on in the club
Yeah.
and you're able to snuggle.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The champagne room.
I made it more romantic for you. All right, Brad Mader.
Oh, wait, where is he?
Welcome
He's
to
over.
the
No,
show.
he's over there.
on 6.
Oh,
That's me.
What's up? Now,
Hi, America.
Brad is the
Or Keller.
Brad is the
Vocalist.
guitarist.
Oh.
And the I guess the founder of Must Not Kill, and we're going to introduce his stage antics momentarily.
Thank you.
His first stage antic, Will James.
This one.
Actually, I'm the most recent stage antic.
Well,
I'm the
but
newest member of the band.
You are a stage antic. Don't make me.
Looking forward to a very heated NFL trade deadline. That is the only thing going on today, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. And the biggest nippler in the house, Tom Shelton.
True story.
Yep. He loves to show his nipples on stage.
Woo!
So if you ever want to go see Tom's nipples, go see Must Not Kill.
Or if you want to see that Bernie shirt again.
Look at that
yeah.
shirt. He does have a Bernie shirt on.
This
tonight.
was
So awesome.
Yeah, my Bernie Misfit shirt. I brought this out just because it's election day.
Perfect.
But not election day. Election between guitarist and vocalist. What is the more important member of the band?
Oh, okay. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, tension.
Yeah.
It's me versus
Fighting
Brad.
Yeah, who's the real founder here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we've tried Founders beer before from Founders Brewery.
Yeah.
They're tasty.
Dirty bastard. It's on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Tom is a
That
dirty
was pure
bastard.
coffee, wasn't it? Wasn't
Okay.
that the one?
How'd you know my middle name?
Well, let's solve this once and for all. So you have vocalists who perform without guitar players? Not often.
Huh?
Not often.
Acapella.
Maybe, but I mean, do you have guitarists that play without vocalists?
Yes.
Satriani,
yes.
yeah.
Absolutely do.
Satisfying, yeah.
Plenty.
So
And we have a third interesting dynamic here because we also have Jason Stallworth, who is not only a guitar player but a lead singer. He does them both. So is there a war within when they are combined? We have so many perspectives to explore here.
okay. The chat is live for those who are wanting to get on the chat.
Keller, we're here.
Captivated.
Hello, Keller. Keller is in the house from Colorado,
America
where weed is already legal.
Yeah, how's it going there?
Amendment 3, vote yes.
I don't know, Keller. How's the weed going in Colorado?
He enjoys it.
Yeah, he does. He enjoys it a
The
lot.
thing about weed in Colorado, and I speak from experience, is that the altitude sickness, I'm going to call it if you're not used to it, combined with getting high, you get even higher, in my experience anyways, because you're up a mile high. And then you get even a mile higher than that. It's a lot.
But it's
You
like
gotta
being
use
in a different country, man. I couldn't tell you how blown my mind was when I walked into a shop somewhere. I got something for money. I had a receipt in my hand, and I walked across the street to my rental car, and there was a cop there, and he waved at me. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, he just got done buying his.
yeah, exactly. It's insane to think that in one state, in my home state, Florida, me and this police officer are enemies. But then I go across an imaginary line to Colorado, and me and the police officer are smoking together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's not like putting a knee on my neck or throwing me in jail. And I'm not calling him a fucking, this or that.
Have y'all seen
stuff,
the ad for Amendment 3 where it's the cop being like, no one has arrested more people for marijuana than me.
Yeah.
And that's why I believe we need marijuana
Right, right.
reform. And I'm like, that's the most convincing argument I've ever heard for it.
It's sort of kind of, but you're also like, screw you, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're kind of
yeah.
like humble brag over here, right? Like,
The no on fours were funny as hell because it was like two people like trying to be teenagers. They just had a backwards hat on. And so,
hello, fellow kids.
they're like, we should vote no on 4 because it just ain't hip with the in crowd. It was just like two 40-year-olds with backwards hats on and stuff. Like it was so unconvincing.
They got to reach everybody, Tom.
Yeah,
they
man.
got to reach. The marketing has to reach everybody.
Even the adults who regularly pretend to be kids.
They identify as children, yes.
Hey, there you go.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was that commercial was sick. You know what I mean? That was
So awesome.
The only thing I'm looking forward to in this election is the commercials ending.
The text messages. Text messages.
even the ones I agree with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh fuck you.
Yes.
Like
I almost want to
I'm done with
respond with your text messages are making me want to vote against whatever you're
Exactly.
for. What are you for? Great, I'm voting the opposite direction. So stop fucking texting me.
Exactly. I'm trying to watch the latest Drinking with Drew podcast.
I got one at 11:30 one night. 11:30, and I got a text message with this big, long, drawn out something and a poster of some kind. I'm like, Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we're finally going to end that.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Personally, it's just one of those things that every election comes and they love to separate people and divide us. So hopefully we can, come together after this. And no matter who wins, we won't burn the city down.
It's always the end of the world until
It
that.
always is.
Yeah.
But hey,
how it
remember,
is.
there's a Congress and a Senate that has to approve what any president does, unless it's some weird, crazy presidential, decree that he wants to put in or she wants to put into office or into action. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm just glad that it will be over very soon.
Thank goodness.
So, and listen, if Trump loses this, he's not going to run again. So we have that confirmed, and you will look forward to Don Jr. running.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, I know that he said he's not going to run again, but I guess I'd never really believed him when he said that. But is it now confirmed that his son is going to step up?
No.
You're just making shit up.
Actually,
Drew, breaking news here.
It'd probably be
Right.
his daughter.
Yeah. Somebody in the family will probably take
Oh, yeah.
over and stuff.
Yeah, they'll see.
What's going to happen when that golden calf dies? You know what I mean? Like, they'll be like, what are they going to do? If my candidate died tomorrow, I'd give him mother hell. But like, what's going to happen when Trump dies one day?
It'll be,
We're gonna sit on the driveway
Just-
and drink a couple of beers and celebrate.
it'll be just like I think every other president that has passed away. I think they'll do a parade. They'll have some people, interviewed on the news saying he was the best president ever, and probably a building that's caught on fire by some protester.
Contrary to that, Jimmy Carter still going 100 years
He's
strong.
I could not believe that.
100 years old, and
That's
he voted.
insane.
He voted at 100 years old.
Wow.
At the polling stations today, anytime they had a first-time voter, they'd holler it out and everybody would clap for him.
Hey,
It's
there you go.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Now,
I still believe in the vote, even though, like, you know what I mean? Like,
The amendments are
as,
really
as
important. to vote
crazy
on.
as the world gets, I still believe in the vote, which might make me like, I don't know, maybe nuts in myself, but
yep, it does.
I still believe that like the vote
And we
is.
believe in you, Tom.
Hopefully.
Now-
I would vote for you, Tom.
Did you guys hear about Kamala dying?
Did she?
Are we breaking fake news now, or
No,
what's
this
up?
is
Ish.
absolutely true. Kamala dies at National Zoo. Beloved elephant euthanized
Oh no.
day before election, and the internet has jokes. So,
Hopefully him and
Show
Peanut the
camera
squirrel
eight.
can hang out.
Oh my God, R.I.P. Peanut. That
Yeah.
was so sad.
Harambe, anyone?
So-
Come on now.
camera 8. So this is Kamala the elephant.
So here's the question: was the elephant named after Kamala, or
No.
was it already named Kamala? And they're just like,
already named Kamala.
okay.
Doesn't Kamala mean like soul in Sanskrit or something like that?
Yeah, I was
Like-
gonna say it had a meaning behind it.
Live like 40
Okay.
years. So
So
40 years.
40 or 60.
a beloved elephant at the National Zoo named Kamala was euthanized Saturday
Oh.
in D.C., setting off a flurry of jokes about the wild timing as Vice President Kamala Harris is facing former President Donald Trump in what could be the closest presidential race in recent years. Now, it was euthanized. Do you think they could have waited until after the election?
If it-
Well, then they're gonna have it suffering. Like, no, they're not gonna,
Would
I was
wait
gonna
until
say,
after the
Wouldn't that
election.
be cool if there was a donkey that was euthanized at the same time and a donkey and an elephant were
It's strange, though, right?
Donald the donkey.
I'm sure somewhere in America, a donkey was euthanized over the
euthanized?
weekend.
Some ass. Yeah.
So Kamala, a long time member of the Smithsonian National Zoo's Asian elephant herd,
Nice.
has been struggling
I
with
didn't need it.
osteoarthritis for years.
Osteoarthritis.
Thank you. And her physical health and irreversible decline, prompting the zoo to humanely euthanize her, the zoo said in a statement. So the timing of the 50-year-old elephant's demise, mere days before the election, had the memers and the stitches, with many pondering if it was a sign that Trump would emerge victorious.
What if it saw a shadow? Like, what happens then?
6 more weeks.
So yeah, I think they could have waited like
I
a couple days.
Well, they're eating the pets. They're eating the animals at the zoo too.
Oh,
Of course.
boy.
Well, did you guys hear years ago there was a zoo over maybe Germany or something like that, and the zoo had like no funding, so they were literally killing off animals to feed other animals, and they were like, people were losing their minds about that, and I'm like, yeah, you should freaking be selling them to like other zoos or giving them away.
Yes, I agree.
Still dying. Sorry,
Yep. She still has long COVID.
it's not long
Not
COVID.
contagious.
It's a sinus infection.
She still has diphtheritis.
Oh my goodness gracious me! Sounds terminal.
What's camera 7? Why isn't that on?
Camera 7 is nothing. That would be Joe Cam when it comes
Darkness
on.
imprisoning me. All
Okay.
that I see.
right.
I cannot live. I cannot die. Stuck to myself.
All right, so Joe in the distance.
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Joe.
Joe is not wearing headphones, so we have to shout at Joe.
Still hear you.
Joe,
Yep.
you bought a new phone.
Yes.
I don't
Finally.
want to see it just
Maybe
yet.
scoot
Speak
the
up a
mic.
little louder,
Maybe
Joe.
scoot the mic. a
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
There you go.
You guys can
Perfect.
share. It's kindergarten.
So we're curious. We've been telling you for weeks that you need a new phone. Every time we send you a text, it says failed. You're not getting group text. Your phone's probably like as old as Kamala the elephant.
This is
I
Dad
got,
Arthur.
I got 7.5 years, almost 8 years
You
on my phone.
euthanized your old phone.
Yeah. And I never had any problems with it up until the last 2 weeks or so.
That's how mine was. I had it for like
So
5 years, and then I had a problem with it and got rid of it.
I don't know why you're calling me right now.
He wants to see
Just
how
to
it
make sure it's
sounds.
working.
Yeah.
Test drive.
Hello?
Yeah. And I did get it. I got it today. I went into the store.
You can go ahead, Will. Keep going. Yeah.
On Sunday because Verizon website said that the store had it in stock, and they didn't have it. So I had to order it online, had it delivered.
So it's your old phone, just the new version.
It's a Kyocera DuraForce Pro 3.
What the fuck
It
is
is
So you
that?
can throw it off a mountain.
It is military grade indestructible. It is guaranteed 10 feet drop on concrete. It is waterproof for up to 30 minutes at like 10 meters. It is military grade indestructible.
Bulletproof?
Is it lawnmower proof?
We don't know about that yet.
Okay, can you?
But 7.5 years on my previous one and not a scratch on it.
All right.
So it doesn't require a case? Is what you're saying?
No,
He
it
has
does
a
not.
case.
Yeah. No, it doesn't have a case.
That's the
This
phone.
is the phone, yeah.
Oh,
No case.
Well, you had your phone for 17 years beforehand?
7.
7.
Oh,
and a half,
7?
yeah.
That's even bad, too.
Right.
Like,
So
yeah.
what? So what did you say it was called?
Kyocera DuraForce Pro 3.
By who?
Kyocera.
Jesus Christ! So it's not even Sony. It's not Apple.
No,
It's not
Kyocera.
Verizon.
And
Not BlackBerry.
nope.
I've never heard of that. Has anybody else heard of a Kyocera?
Yes.
This is my third Kyocera phone actually.
And where'd
I
you
had
get
a
it?
different one.
Nada.
Where'd you get it?
Verizon.
Verizon.
So it's a Verizon phone, just
Yeah.
a Verizon. That's what he said. Who's it made by?
No, it's made by Kyocera.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Who's on first?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Third base.
I'm you and he's me.
All right. So, have you texted him, Jason?
I called him, but he didn't answer.
It's still a green. It's still a green message. So, you're still going to be out of the loop, Joe.
Oh, Brad's trying.
Did you get? But you said you were updating your messages because I texted you that Jason was here. And you
Yeah, I
didn't
got.
get it.
I actually got that after it finished updating.
Now I can
So
hear Joe.
because it had a problem transferring the stuff from my old phone to the new phone, I had to get a different app in order to back up all of my text messages, and there were 107,000 text messages to back up.
Whoa.
It took a 4.5 gigabyte file, and it took about 2 hours to upload it, and then another hour to download it, and another hour to process it. So it spent the greater part of the afternoon just transferring my text messages to the new phone.
So you were without a phone for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Popular Joe over here, man.
Did you tell
Holy
you?
crap.
Did you
Yeah.
tell your employer that you were
No.
going to be MIA?
I mean, I was online working, so it
Oh.
doesn't really matter.
I just texted you, by the way.
Okay, well.
Oh, you sexted him, did you? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Jason,
We know pics.
Mark is red. Ignore.
Label Jason potential spam.
Have you voted for Jason Stallworth in the latest election?
I would. Man,
Vote for metal. A vote for metal is a
Vote
vote
for
for
metal.
Jason.
Just trust guitarists, man. They're just like they're crazy. They're crazy in all the best ways. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
So when you so when you're at the polling station and you see the two parties, you know, Donald and Kamala, but then you see all those like 4 or 5 other possible, you know, candidates, president, vice president. Who the fuck are those people, and how do I get my name? I just want to put my name on the ballot. How much money does that cost?
you can
Oh,
write it
I know
in,
I'll
right?
never win.
There's a write-in, yeah.
I know, but I want it like printed so that everybody fucking
enter
sees
it as
it.
Lusty
What?
Laura.
I thought.
No.
I think Drew and Jason would both make great politicians. You know what I mean? Like great, even if it's just the Department of Agriculture or something. Like you could do it.
I want to
Why
be the
not?
mosquito guy.
Why not?
I want to be the mosquito guy.
They just had the planes flying over
That's
us.
how I grew. I want to be the guy that doesn't kill the squirrel. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be like the guy that. You know
All right,
what
so
I mean? Like,
can we talk about y'all mentioned the
Peanut.
squirrel thing? Peanut
Peanut
who
the
was
squirrel,
stolen
man.
by the was it the D.C. or New York, Pennsylvania? Who stole it?
in New York, but it was some chick in Texas that reported them.
Yeah.
And there was some chick in Texas that just wouldn't mind her own business. That reported this squirrel to the authorities, and then the authorities were idiots
Said
themselves.
it was a possible rabid animal, wild animal being raised, and this squirrel has been raised since a baby.
Okay,
Yeah.
so as someone who doesn't know anything about the story, how did they kill the squirrel?
They euthanized
They
it.
euthanized them. The state came in and picked him up.
They had
Okay. In my mind,
the
in my dumb mind, they
elephant sat on
shot
it.
the squirrel, and I'm like, why would you shoot a squirrel?
Well,
No.
they
gotta be a good shot.
They came in and it was a thing like, do they have rabies or not? And the only way you can test for rabies is post-mortem.
Right.
So they had to doom the two.
Yeah.
There's also a raccoon that got killed. Too.
I mean, all they had to do technically was just quarantine the animals for 10 to 14 days, I think, because if they don't show signs, then they don't have rabies. Like rabies shows symptoms within a certain window of time. All they had to do was quarantine the animals, but they euthanized them instead because of this woman
Tom, I'll do one too.
who has since deleted all of her social medias, by the way.
Tom, you're the official beer wench for the night.
Beer wench?
Is there a non-Bud Light in there?
Yeah, there's
There's tons of stuff.
There's a bunch
Is there
of stuff
something
at the door.
drinkable?
There's a shut the fuck up, Brad.
Simon, come over here.
Oh my gosh!
What I was asking.
There's like a Kona Big Wave. There's a couple of Yinglings in
there's
there.
Bring on the doom.
so there's a black and tan.
Cutest dog.
Kill squirrels and drink beer.
Good boy, Simon.
Listen, this dog is so.
Maybe it's
This
something.
dog is so
Simon,
fucking cool. And like,
AKA
he's
ball sniffer.
he is so big and so beautiful. But like, look at him, man. He's like death incarnate. If you didn't know who he was, and shit. Listen, if I had one bullet left and I saw him in a back alley, I'd shoot myself in the head. But he's such a little sweetheart, though.
Okay, there we go.
Joe with the
He wants
assist.
he wants ice is what he wants. That's what he's in there for.
He does think there's ice in
No,
there.
I want a black and tan. Yeah.
I'm really tempted
That's
by this
racist.
coconut beer here. What is it called again? The
shit,
coconut?
y'all wanna-
Coconut.
We'll do it. Let's do it after we drink this beer.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Can we talk Bucks, or is it too soon to talk the
No,
Bucks?
well, hold on.
He's very upset about the Bucks.
Okay, hold on.
He is because his
Why don't you
fantasy
go for
players
two? Why don't you
are all
go for
injured.
two?
Okay, we're gonna talk about it. First off, have you guys heard of Love Pit?
Sounds fun.
That's my first reaction. Is
All right, they're a band, a local band. They have a show coming up with
oh,
Green Jello.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
remember now.
so they're coming up. Little pig, let me in. So they've got a show coming up at the Brass Mug, and Dalton, the vocalist, wants to talk to us on the show and just kind of give a brief promo of their show coming up.
Yeah, is he up?
We're going to call him and see if he answers. He is working, so I said if he does not answer, he is going to call us back. So let's see if he actually. Oh, that's not him.
ring ring.
That's spam. So let's give him a call, see if he answers.
Maybe
Should have
they won't
answered.
tell you who to vote for.
Polls have closed, but you should really consider your vote.
Joe's not able to hear him.
Well, that's all right. Jason can share an earmuff with Joe.
We can share an earbud with Joe.
Who's the Kuatu in
That sounds
relationship?
dirty.
Hey, Drew.
What's up, Dalton? How are you?
Good, brother. How you doing?
Good, man. Good. So I was giving the guys in studio a breakdown, a brief summary of the show coming up. I'll let you do your promo and give me a little info about Love Pit and the band.
Okay. Are we alive now, or are we?
Yep, you are live in front of 8 million viewers. Go ahead.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Yo, this is Dalton Davis. I'm standing here at O'Brien's Brandon, so if anybody wants to come have a drink, come on down. I know it's election night. Be sure to vote. Woo! Hey, thanks for having us on the show. I'm the lead singer of Love Pit. Love Pit, two simple words, one epic name. And, we're on all that streaming stuff. So check us out. We got some lot of original music. We also covered this. We did a rock version of Hot Girl Bummer recently. And, so we purchased that cover, and it's now under Love Pit's banner. And anyway, it kicks fucking ass. It's a good party song.
Very cool. Very cool. What's going on with the show coming up?
By the way, sorry, Drew. Can I cuss on the radio?
Yeah, you can.
I just dropped an F-bomb there.
You're fine. Talk about your anal if you want.
What's that?
Bleaching, go
Yes.
wrong.
Is that the love pit? Is the love pit the butt pit? All right.
That's
Yeah.
right, baby.
The poop hole loop.
Yeah.
So,
And hold on, I gotta add something to that. Usually the love pit is the one to fuck with. We actually sell panties. It's our number one selling item.
Sweet.
And basically after the show, I say if anybody needs dry panties, we sell them in the back. And usually that does pretty well. Man, I got number one seller.
very cool. Very cool. Pajama Joe needs a new pair, so we'll get him a pair.
We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them. We're gonna shipped over. Come on down to our show. We'll give them to you.
All right. When's the show coming up?
We got a show this Saturday night at the Brass Mug in Tampa. And we're going to be playing with the Cunningham Wake and some other cool-ass bands. And the guy who runs the Cunningham Wake is Alec. He's a real cool cat. And we played with him before. And it should be pretty it'll be fun. It'll be wild. You know, it's going to be a hardcore show. Love Pit is kind of diverse where we can be a little softer and we can be a little harder. So depending on which room I'm walking in, I'll give you like a different tempo. So we're going to be a little harder that night, a little bit more growly. It'll be a good damn time.
Okay. And
Awesome.
the December show you got coming up.
You know, I don't got all the dates. I'm kind of in the sticks right now, but
You just go where you're told.
All right.
We
Go
got a show coming up with the Living Dead Girls, also at the Brass Mug, and then we got a show in Union Hall. I'll tell you what, we got one with Green Jello. That's the one
Okay.
in December.
Yep.
Yeah, that's also at the Brass Mug, and then I'm told we got a show in at the Union Hall for the
Lakeland.
Superstar Indie Bash, and I think we're headlining that.
Okay. Very cool.
Awesome.
All right. Sounds good, man. Well, I got your number, and if you want to call in, we'll promo the show and, you know, the future shows you have coming up, and maybe we can get your band in studio.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's do that. And I'm actually walking in my truck right now, so I'm going to pull these dates up because, you know, you never want to waste a good interview. So, so I'm gonna pull these tickets
Now,
out.
do you have the Dukes of Hazzard horn on your truck? Can you press the button and I want to hear a little?
Yeah, you know, I'll actually let me do that for you. I don't have the Dukes of Hazzard horn, but I got a hot, nasty, badass engine, and that thing sounds pretty good. But we got the Living Dead Girl at the Brass Mug on 11/17. So we're selling tickets for that. You can get them from us discount. Just to email the band on Facebook. Just find Love Pit. Two simple words, one epic name. And then we also got Green Jello, which is a Christmas show. You know, Green Jello is a fucking great time.
Yep.
And that's December 15th. So, like I said, we got tickets for that too. Discount tickets. Hit up the band, and we'll get them to you.
All right, man.
Awesome.
Dalton.
Yep.
Say it again.
Dalton.
Dalton. Yeah.
Is your
that's
name?
right.
This is Tom from Must Not Kill. I just
Hey,
want to.
Tom.
I just want to drink with you one day. Like, seriously.
Come on down to O'Brien's right now, baby. We
Okay, baby.
like I said.
But like I
We're at
said,
O'Brien's, Brandon.
either one day at O'Brien's or maybe our two bands can play together somehow. But let's you sound like a guy that I could have a few rounds with, man. Like just
Yeah, baby. Come. Go ahead.
no, man. And we might be there at Green Jello. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, Green Jello is the fucking tits, baby. We got we've been moving a lot of tickets for the Green Jello. Everybody likes that, you know. It's all. I mean, who doesn't like Jello? First of all,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly.
It's just something about it's fun. You know, is it a dessert? Is it a
lubricant?
what the hell is it? But it's awesome. Everybody loves it.
And there's always room for Jello.
That's right, baby.
Oh yeah.
And it kind of goes. Green Jello kind of goes with that O'Brien's, theme too. We do a lot of green here, a lot of that
True.
St. Patrick's Day stuff. You know?
yeah, yes.
All right. Hey, Dalton, are you guys on Apple iTunes or Apple Music?
Yeah, we're on Apple Music, the Spotify, Amazon, Unlimited, all your streaming services.
What's a song you want me to play?
Yeah, let's listen to something.
Oh, yo, you should play What I Came Here to Do and Hot Girl Bummer.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, Hot Girl Bummer is the one that we covered. That is a cover song that we now own, and that is the I believe Blackberry is the one who originates it. He does like a rap thing. We do a rock thing. The What I Came Here to Do is an original song, and it's about honestly, it's about taking charge of the shit that's going on around you.
Okay, we're listening to it now. I don't know if you can hear it, but
What I came here to do.
Chill.
all right, man, sounds good. We're gonna check it out and try to see you on the 15th with Green Jello, man. It sounds like an awesome show.
I think he's out.
Did you bail?
Like I said,
No.
we're treating everybody to discount tickets, and I'll treat you guys to free tickets because hey, you get your back scratched, you gotta scratch your little back, right, baby?
There you go, man.
We appreciate it.
All right,
your
man.
front.
I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate you being on the show, man, and we'll definitely catch up with you and get you guys in studio and
Catch you at a show.
have a beer and catch you at a show.
All right, look forward to it, gentlemen.
Hey, fire up the
Have a good
truck.
time.
Yeah, fire up that truck, man.
Right here, the truck. Fire it up.
If I fire up the truck, I might lose you, but let me see what happens.
Oh, fire it up, baby. Why not? We're
I'm gonna
knee
do that
deep.
I'm gonna do that remote start here, and we'll see what. Maybe I get in it and rev that
Put
motherfucker
the
up a little
phone
bit.
right up to the exhaust, inside
Yeah.
the exhaust.
Not gonna get the Gerald Lee horn. Let's hear some V8.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you, I got a girl right behind me. I'm gonna freak her the fuck out. But I don't think she's in the car right now, so
Well.
hopefully she won't be too wild. All right, here we go. We got a little remote
Do
start
it.
stand next to this thing. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Welcome to Florida.
Ford Raptor. Let me see if we can get in this truck and rev this thing up a little bit. Now, the cool thing about my Raptor is I bought that old one with the 6.2 in it, and because who the fuck wants a double turbo when you can get a hot, nasty, badass single block? And then I went the whole extra yards, and I got the Roush package because I like to go fast.
Hell yeah, man.
You know what I mean, Vern?
Did you say welcome to Florida, Brad?
A little more of that horsepower. Yeah.
That's
That's
Oh my
awesome,
God, he
man.
seems like such a good time.
We got to drink together.
This
man.
is a show.
Yeah, we
guys.
gotta hang out with that guy.
we gotta hang out with this guy soon.
Seriously.
all right, Dalton. We'll catch up with you, brother.
All right, guys, it's been a pleasure.
See you.
Later,
It's been a
man.
pleasure, dude.
Holy
Wow,
shit.
That's
Oh
awesome.
my God, man, that guy's a character.
I'm so glad I said that.
That
I
guy's
want to
such,
hear the truck, man.
Right.
that guy's such a character. He is Ernest P. Worrell, like, straight up. He's Ernest P. Worrell, man. But
awesome.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was field dressing a deer or something. You know, like that. Like,
Let me tell you something, man. We're gonna have panties there. We're gonna do everything, man.
yeah, what you want to do? We just take the next
We got
lap.
tickets at discount.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. There was that show a couple years back that showcased unusual, like not fetishes, I would say, but people that had unusual attractions. And there was that one episode where the guy was like sexually attracted to his car. And all due respect to my new friend Dalton, but I was like, is that the guy? Like, is exhaust pipe meeting penis? Like, I want to know.
Nah, man, I want to be with that guy. I wanna
Mine's
hang-
the older. Has got
Want to be
this.
with that guy? You wanna put-
Could you
Are you-
imagine what kind of trouble that dude would get you in, man? That guy would be like, oh, the
My
adult.
Raptor's got the 6.2, not like those other ones. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit!
All right, Brad, tell us about your little vacay that you just
Oh,
went off the.
yeah.
Which one, man?
Single day
Which one?
He
vacay.
just disappeared.
International man of mystery over here.
No lie.
He just disappears out of
Excuse me while
nowhere.
I check out my profile.
Exactly, the new Dos Equis guy. And shit, like,
Right?
Like, seriously.
So
Never too late to beef
I
up
don't
your
always go on
obituary.
vacation, but when I do, I go on 2 vacations.
That's
Italy
right.
and Amsterdam, man.
was it
mess
planned?
around.
It was your anniversary, right?
Yeah.
Was it planned, or just you woke up and said, "I have a heart on.
was-
Let's go to Amsterdam"?
Pretty much, yeah. You know, the balls were in the toilet because I had the shit. You know, but I was just like, let's go it. But no. I asked my wife we want to do for dinner, and she said Amsterdam. I said, okay, let's go.
Nice.
And
That would
it
be
was pretty
awesome.
much
Baller.
that's what it was. But yeah, we went to Italy before that. like 2 weeks, and we
I
did
know.
Hey, Fenabla. Yeah.
Now,
So
now, rumor has it there's a Drinking with Drew sticker somewhere along your route in Amsterdam.
there's one in Amsterdam for sure.
Cool. Okay.
So
Hopefully
I
the
went
red
to-
light district.
I went to this nice dark like punk rock dive bar I found. It's just how I'm attracted to bars.
No,
And they had a acoustic on the wall. It was signed by Tarantino.
Nice.
And then the other one was
Please tell me
Johnny.
you put the sticker on that guitar.
No, I wanted to, but I was like, I don't want to mess with it. And the other one was
You'll be like locked up abroad. Why'd you get locked up in Amsterdam, Brad? I put a
your
Drinking with
stupid
Drew
sticker.
show.
But the other one was Johnny Depp. So and
Oh.
they had like 3 or 4 guitars on the wall, and then
Now-
I literally about 5
All
beers.
right, so
deep.
let's count that up. We got one in Amsterdam. Joe, where'd you put a Drinking with Drew sticker?
A couple of them across Italy.
Italy. Okay. Very good. We're getting known internationally. Jason, did you put one in Thailand?
Actually, I wore your shirt in Thailand.
Okay, I guess
Thailand,
that counts. I guess that
man.
counts.
Yeah.
That's a moving billboard.
Actually, I wore it several times, specifically in Chinatown. So, yeah, there's.
Wait, there's a Chinatown in Thailand?
Yes.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
of course, yeah.
I wore it in Greece.
Okay, that's true.
Mykonos.
I did see that.
Yep.
All right. Well, we're going to
So-
have hopefully Dave Orman in studio and finally get him and Kyle their shirts, and they're going to wear them at the, well, I don't expect them both to wear them at the show. I think Dave is going to wear his shirt at the Nasty Savage show coming up.
Nice.
So
When is that?
when is that show?
Mount Dora, right? Is that the one we're going to?
There's one in Mount Dora, but there's one at the Brass Mug.
November
That's
17th,
right.
I think.
Where excuse me, where in Mount Dora are they playing shows?
I can't remember the name of the place, but
Yeah.
we're going to go to that one too.
That's
though.
awesome. I didn't know there was a venue out
Where
there
the
like
F is
that.
Mount Dora? I've heard of it, but I don't know where it is.
It's out kind of like
Claire-
near
Claremont.
Valrico, right? Like
No,
Valrico.
no, Claremont area. Candy and I, we did a video for the Mount Dora on our channel. It's a
Oh, okay.
cool little quaint town.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
Like,
it
Do you
is.
want Pete on this show? Do you want Pete to hang out? I could get Pete.
Yeah, well, Brad knows Pete really well, too.
Okay.
Pete was the name of the guy who checked me in at the polling station. He had an eye patch. Just saying. Is
That's
Dragon?
cool.
that the same Pete?
And I Peach.
He was a pirate named Pete.
Yeah.
Petey the pirate.
One-eyed
baby.
That's cool. What's his favorite letter of the alphabet?
R.
No, the C.
Got him. Speaking of
All right.
pirates,
You want to go back to the Bucks?
why don't you go for 2? Is anyone else as enraged as I am? No one else cares
If
about
I
football.
watched, I probably would be. Oh,
All
I'm
right.
so upset.
I'll give you the rundown in
Okay.
30 seconds or
Let's
less.
talk about it.
Okay.
Bucks, 4-4, injured players. No one gives a shit about the Bucks except for Tampanians. The Chiefs, we all know the past 2 Super Bowl champions are the Chiefs, best team in the NFL. David versus Goliath. David, the Bucks. Goliath, the Chiefs. The Bucks hold their own. We end up in a tie situation. We get a touchdown at the end of regulation. 30 seconds to go. If we go for 2, we win the game. If we just kick it and go for 1, overtime against Patrick Mahomes. What do? They play it safe. They go for the field goal. They make it, and they lose automatically in overtime. Dumbfounding decision.
Now, I'm going to be devil's advocate because I
Okay.
love deviled eggs.
I have an argument for your devil's advocate already, but go for it.
And crabs.
Did you expect him to do as well as they did?
I think we were all shocked because we lost Godwin. He's out for the year. He's not going to be back with.
Right.
He broke his ankle.
I'm well aware of that. He's on my my fantasy league.
Oh, R.I.P. And
So
then,
is Mike Evans.
And Evans is out. He might be back later in the season, but still, both of your best like receivers, running backs out. So no, I did not expect that. But with Baker playing as well as he did, that's as good of a game as you could expect from that team in that situation. And they fucking blow it at the end. You don't go into overtime against Pat Mahomes. You don't. You just don't do that. Maybe I'm a little passionate about my sports, but you know what? I bet a lot of our Tampanian listeners are too. So don't.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I thought they did fucking amazing for playing the Chiefs. I thought they were going to get
They had
fucking
that
stomped.
but they kind of like they pulled out at the very end when they should have just gone all
As they
in.
should have. Oh,
Giggity.
wait. We're not talking about that.
Yeah.
Giggity.
No,
I'm the
no,
pullout
they
king.
should have impregnated it entirely, but they played it safe and they pulled and prayed and they lost. Their prayers were not answered. So now they're
No
pregnant.
prayers are answered.
Yes, Tom makes an appearance.
Those are some dark lyrics, man.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
that's all in here.
Hey, we can
There
write,
you go.
We can write something tonight.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Say your prayers.
Yeah.
But they won't be answered. apparently.
So,
apparently.
sports.
Yeah.
Great.
Sports.
How are
Oh
your,
yeah, we were talking about sports.
yeah,
My bad.
how are your New Jersey Devils going, Brad? Are they doing all right? What's how?
I don't give a shit about the Devils because I like the Rangers.
Oh shit, I'm so wrong. My
Because
bad.
I'm from New York.
Yeah, not New Jersey.
Yeah, but bro, it's all the same shit. It's all the same shit, bro.
Will says tomato.
Seriously, bro. And
I was gonna give you praise and you fucked up.
I'm the drummer, dude. I gotta count. That's all I
So
gotta do.
who do you fault for the decision to not go for 2?
Whoever called the fucking play, probably the coach. I'm not sure who called the play, to be honest. I'm sure Baker wanted to go for 2, but I'm sure he got overridden by the coach, which just goes to show it's.
They don't trust their quarterback.
Now, if they went for 2 and they fucked that up, who would you fault?
I mean, whoever called the play, like it's the same
Right,
answer.
but I'm saying that if they call for 2 and they lose, you're pissed. If they go for it and they lose, you're pissed.
Honestly, if they go for 2 and they miss, I understand because they were riding such a wave of momentum.
If they got that
in it.
touchdown, I guarantee you would have been fucking ecstatic.
It's a game of momentum, and the momentum was in their favor at that point. But then you have to wait a whole like TV timeout, and then a whole coin flip, and then a whole Pat Mahomes like drive in overtime. You don't do that against Pat Mahomes.
Listen, after the momentum, you make sure you pull out.
That's what they did, and they
Yeah.
lost the game.
Well, there you go.
So pulling out has its merits, I'm sure, but going all
What
in.
was it? I
full
didn't see
speed,
it. What was the score of that?
It ended up being like 33-27, I think.
Oh, okay.
Like they won by a touchdown because the Chiefs scored the touchdown in overtime.
Oh, I got you.
So they ended up.
So it
winning
was
in
tied
overtime.
up, and then
It was tied at the end. Tampa Bay got all right. So with 30 seconds left, Tampa Bay gets the touchdown that tied it. So they either had the option to go for 2 for the lead or the field goal for the tie. They went for the tie, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll chance overtime against the best team in the league for the past 3 years."
So I went for the tie as well.
I mean,
Oh,
and you know what's,
look at that.
And you know what's funny? Advanced stats support that argument.
sports. Who knew?
Advanced
I'm getting all
stats,
these cameras
Okay.
wrong. I'm bouncing all over the place.
Advanced stats support not going for it. But the thing is, stats can only give you so much of a picture.
All right.
Like I can look at the stats of any of our music releases. Let's bring it back to the bands, right? And I can say, Must Not Kill song, Mass Hysteria has 10,000 plays. Does that mean it's our best song? Not always. It might not be. Stats only tell you some of the picture. When you're writing a situation like that, you kind of just have to feel it out. And
Insurance companies can bill you based on stats.
again, that's erroneous, but they'll do that if it's in their interest, which it almost always is. So it's not always about stats. That's all I'm trying to say.
How's insurance after the hurricane these days?
All the national companies have pulled out of the state of Florida.
Yeah,
and that
isn't
was
it like-
prior to this. So
Yeah,
now a lot
yeah,
of people
everybody-
are self-insuring.
Like they just
Important phone call.
He wants to talk
All
about
right,
soccer.
everybody, we have Kyle Sokol of Nasty Savage, bass player
Hey.
extraordinaire on the phone. What's up, Kyle?
What's up? Hey, Drew. Hey, Brad.
Hey, man.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on, dude?
So he was actually listening to the show, and we were talking about their upcoming dates. So, Kyle, can you confirm where you're playing and the dates and all that good stuff?
Yeah. So we have shows coming up here at the Swarm Fest.
Nice.
oh yeah.
It's I think it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday show. So I'm gonna look on the calendar and see the exact dates. It's November 22nd, I believe, or something like that.
Okay.
I'm a little slow.
I thought,
here, so
I thought for some reason you guys
Oh,
were playing
Kyle-
Saturday,
Kyle,
but I
we
could be
know.
wrong.
Kyle, where are you drinking tonight? Because we had another guest that was drinking at O'Brien's and Brandon. Where are you drinking tonight?
I'm drinking at my house.
Ah,
He's a father.
that's a sloppier drunk.
Drinking at home.
Yeah, so November 22nd is Friday. So the Swarm Fest goes on for 3 days. But I'm playing twice that weekend. I'm playing on Saturday the 23rd with Nocturnus AD,
Ooh,
and then
yeah.
Sunday we headline with Nasty Savage on the 24th. So
Wait, I thought you were in
Yeah.
Nasty Savage.
yeah, I'm in Nasty Savage and I'm in Nocturnus.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll tell,
He's got a busy weekend.
I'll tell Mike I said hello, Tom. Like tell Mike I said what's up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Mike's
he's a
great guy.
badass drummer, man. He's awesome.
Yeah, we've been rehearsing, getting this set ready for that show because it'll be their first. It'll be my first show ever with Nocturnus AD. So,
Oh.
which is cool because I've been in the band for over a year now, but They haven't played any shows since pre-COVID, really. So, it's been a long time for them. So we're all ready to go.
Nocturnus AD, more like Nocturnus BC before COVID.
There you go. Perfect.
Now, is it
Nasty Savage? Yeah, we've been playing a lot with Nasty Savage, so we're ready to go. But we just got to figure out the equipment stuff going on since we all got flooded out.
Well, we want to talk
shit,
about
Kyle, let's go, man. Bring Must Not Kill. You got, I let you in Must Not Kill. You needed a favor at the time. You were crying. I said, come on, come with me. We'll show your bass prowess, and then you'll take off. Remember that little conversation? I don't.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Must Not Kill is some of my favorite memories of playing. I mean, you guys still kick ass. So, I mean, I love playing with Brad. Brad, and you guys know Brad. Brad is he writes the coolest, weird, intricate off-time riffs that's my bailiwick. I love that shit. So,
But have you seen Tom's nipples?
Jesus.
That's why we got to go on the road, man.
That's why they have to play with you guys at some point.
I mean, I'm great, but Tom's nipples...
Pale in comparison.
Come on.
Man,
they have their own OnlyFans page.
A nasty Must Not Kill show, man. That would be awesome.
Tom, are you willing to show your nipples right now to the podcast audience?
No.
That's for paying customers for Must Not Kill.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not getting paid for it, so no.
I have heard that he waxes his nipples, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, hey, he might wax them on stage for you. You never know.
I'll take any rumor.
You should have heard what he was doing with Simon in the bathroom.
Oh my goodness, you can imagine.
Simon needs therapy.
Still, also, man, I love Pete to death too. I work with Pete at the Hard Rock a bunch and shit. And Pete's the one dude that I just follow. Pete's the one guy that I would just follow off the side of a cliff. You know what I mean? He's that he's that focused, and he's that I've heard him tell seasoned other roadie types and shit to fuck themselves and shit face to face and stuff. It was the damnedest thing. But yeah, I'd love to play with Pete too, man. That guy's focused as fuck, man. That guy's fucking awesome.
Pete is when I auditioned for Nasty Savage, because I was talking to Pete because Ronnie was just he got my number from James Murphy, and he's like, yeah, you got to deal with Pete and Jim. And I've known Jim and Pete from Brutality days, and Jim from way back Brutality days.
Hey, me and you know each other probably because we probably hung out over at Damien's house once or twice. And shit. Yeah, we probably hung out at Damien's house when even Rob Barrett and oh man, what was that one guy from Obituary that would go over? I forget. The guitarist dude with the real good pinky.
Oh my God! What are you known for in the metal community? My wicked
pinky.
ass
I got
pinky.
a really good pinky. My pinky finger is legendary.
Ralph. It was Ralph.
Santola?
Yeah, Ralph Santola. Man.
Rip Ralph.
Yeah. Rest
in
peace, brother.
Shit,
Lisa was good friends with Ralph too. And she used to be his guitar tech. They used to hang out together too. Lisa's in the comments, by the way. She's a guitar tech up in New York.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Rest in peace, Ralph too. He would never remember my name. We met 8 times, and shit. And it was a running joke over at Damien's. But I remember also Pete was there too. Yeah, Pete was there, man. Yeah, man. We got to play a show together one of these days, man.
Pete's a great dude. Like I said, when I had to go audition with Pete and Jim, I had to go jam with them because Dave lives in Alabama, so I didn't get to jam with Dave Orman. But Ronnie's just they're the ones that have to play with you every day, so you're going to be auditioning with the musicians themselves, and that's just how Ronnie's always does it.
Did you do the South America thing?
Yeah, I went to Colombia with them.
Dude.
I've done everything with them this year. So.
Don't cream your jeans in my
sorry,
studio
sorry.
seat there.
We'll have to get some Love Pit panties for you.
Simon, come lick this up.
Yeah, we have a couple more dates coming up in Central America, actually, but those dates haven't officially been announced. But I'll just say Guatemala, El Salvador, and Costa Rica should be coming up. So
Wow.
I think, honestly, Kyle, I think Must Not Kill is free at that time.
He didn't give any dates. You'll make it work.
Shut up.
We have musicians.
No
on this
comments
that are
from the peanut gallery. I'm marketing here.
well, I know the Costa Rica date's been announced, and that's with Left to Die with Terry Butler and Rick Ross, and so that's going to be a great show in January. But the two other dates are right around the same time. So yeah, that's going to be fun. I've been to Costa Rica a few times, but I've never obviously been to Guatemala or El Salvador.
Oh
which
no,
is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Be awesome.
Why is the camera on me, Laura?
Cause it can be.
I was just in Amsterdam, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. I'd love to go to Holland and Amsterdam and all those places over there.
Dude, it's awesome, man. It's so much fun. I only went there for 24 hours, but I was there with the band a couple of times, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it was like Germany though. Everyone's like, "Oh, you got to go to Germany because we just went there in October." But I'm like, I really didn't get to see it because I went there and we were staying in a hotel in the middle of nowhere and had no vehicle. And then we went and saw the show the first night and then played the show the second night and flew back the next night. So I was I really didn't get to see Germany. So.
Yeah, that's the way they're doing the tours now, man. Because I was just talking to Eric from All Out War today, and he's going over there for some metal fest thing. And they're literally flying them in. They're playing the next day, and then they have to jump on a plane that night. And before, you used to be able to hang out for a little bit. So yeah, they really tighten the ropes.
Got to be real efficient nowadays with these costs.
Yeah,
well, as soon as Boeing gets their shit together and has more planes, apparently flights will be cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they don't fall out of the sky first.
Hey, I have stock. Shut up.
Oh, my bad.
I told Ronnie because we play in March at Hell's Heroes 7, and so I was like, I want to make sure I'm there for like the whole time because like Corner's playing, Cavalera's playing,
oh yeah,
Saxon's playing, DRI's playing. It's like all these bands that I love. It's like, and they're all gonna play on different days than us probably. So I want to make sure I'm there for every
fucking. You ever seen Corner, man?
Oh, I've seen them a few times back in the day at the Ritz. Yeah,
they are so good. I mean, for a 3-piece, they sound like they have 20 guys in the band. It's crazy.
Yeah, I've been a huge, and I love their bass player. He's just been, and he sings too. I'm like, this dude's just got the coolest bass lines. So I'm stoked. So I was like, I'll pay for my ticket. I just want to stay to make sure I see these few bands at least.
Yeah. I was in a band and I opened up for them and in a band called Panic from back in the day. I don't know if you remember them. They're an old thrash band. But we got to open that slot, and I just sat there focused on Corner the whole night. It was so sick.
Yeah, I mean, I saw them in Ybor City probably 3 times in the early '90s, and I was just obsessed. And I was like, they were like, I was all about them. So I'm, as a bass player, and you're watching them as a kid, I'm like, this dude is like Geddy Lee, but playing cool metal.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
No, they're great.
Kyle, man, thank you for calling or having me call you and being on the show. I want to destroy your evening. Who's winning the vote, by the way? We're not paying attention to the elections right now.
I saw Trump was up.
Okay.
I am not. Okay. I'm drinking actually some red wine tonight instead of beer, and I'm watching you guys on my TV on YouTube.
As should be.
When did you get sophisticated?
He's a father.
You're drinking with your pinky extended too, aren't you?
When in doubt, pinky out.
He's the second coolest pinky in Tampa.
That's another reason why you got to do a show with Must Not Kill. You got to get back into the streets, man.
Hey, I have a bunch of beer too, but I actually made pasta and spaghetti tonight, so I was like,
we had that last night.
Wine.
Very good.
Hey, tell Damon I said hi too, man.
Yeah. And I will be bringing a Nasty Savage new mug for the one that you pissed in to replace the one.
Oh no.
Very good.
Nice.
Very good. Thank you.
Yes. I've been waiting. It's literally like shoved in he won't let me throw it away, so it's like shoved in the way back of the cupboard.
Kyle, last minute question for you. Do you have any Preston stories to share with us? Because I recently introduced everyone here to Preston, so now they know what they're dealing with.
Not Preston.
The antics that is Preston.
I do not.
I think the laugh says it all.
We'll keep those on the DL.
None that he's willing to share.
Whatever,
I got you.
Preston, that mother.
Right.
I got bunching. Fuck Preston, that motherfucker. The next World War will have his name written all over it. That motherfucker. Seriously. All my worst decisions, I blame him for. Straight up.
You're not the only one I've heard that from.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Kyle. Thanks so much for giving us your ear,
Later,
and
man.
we'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right, brother.
See you.
Adios.
Real quick, throwing it into the comments because there was a lot of funny shit going on during that call. Keller wants to know who would win in a fight, Tom's nipples or Jason's rolls.
Oh no!
Jason,
And then-
whoa, Jason's what?
Neck rolls.
Neck rolls.
I had neck rolls at one time.
They
on the
disappeared
podcast.
now. Look
He
how,
did mention.
Oh.
He did mention they seem to have disappeared.
look at how non-neck
for-
roller he is now.
Yeah.
Because he turned into solid metal.
Yes, I exchanged.
I got
them
your
for
back,
metal
man. I
neck
got your
rolls.
back.
Yeah. And then Lisa threw in that Brad's beard can be the ref.
That's
There you go.
right.
And then
Yeah.
what is
You
what is
like
Will's
that?
glasses gonna do?
I don't know. You got to ask Lisa.
no
Look,
lie.
these are not even my best glasses. So you
They're
know,
not.
We
Yeah.
finally put lenses in
They're
those
gonna
green
shoot
frames. That's
cool
nice.
You know, I'm saying, bro. I will say they do say Kush on the side.
Does look a little
Cool.
like
Nice.
I'm not currently representing any Kush brand, but I'm open to it. Hit me up.
All right, guys, we are almost an hour.
Macho Man Randy Savage over there.
We're almost an hour into the
Ooh.
show, and we have not tried our beer yet. So we're gonna do that.
Excellent.
So who's on?
Let's do that while Joe talks about pumpkin pounders.
Yes, Joe,
Also while Will
please
pees.
do.
I guess I can't get the beer then.
Well, we've got Tom and
Okay.
Will as the beer wenches.
Yep.
No,
I,
Will
so
just
I
took a
learned a
dive.
new term this week.
I got a
Pumpkin pound.
election update.
Are you guys familiar
Yeah.
with that?
Pumpkin.
Let's do pumpkin pounders and then we'll do the
Election.
election. Yeah.
Okay.
Familiar with pumpkin pounders?
I heard of it today, so I can't chime in.
So it's
Is that a weird
it's-
sexual
it's
fantasy?
people that like to bang redheads.
yeah.
I was right.
Pumpkin
I was
pounders.
joking. Holy shit.
No, it's
That's a real thing.
yeah. So I guess in honor of Halloween, they were all talking about save the pumpkins and pumpkin pounders and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had a guest last week that did some unspeakable things with a pumpkin.
It's true.
That is true. I was like, wait, what? And then yes, you were correct.
And I tried to call in from Amsterdam and be wholesome, and you guys are having people.
Somebody was fucking a
pumpkins.
pumpkin.
Right, yeah.
Just
I
come
was
right out
trying
and
to
say
be
it.
the
Fuck a
voice of
pumpkin.
reason and save the show, and you just cut me off.
made a glory hole out of that pumpkin.
So is this something you guys are familiar with?
Um,
The term pumpkin
it's that.
pounder?
It's the
I
six pack.
only heard it today,
It's the
so
six
it's
pack
very
one.
new to me.
Yep. There you go. All right. So Tom has the beers that we will be trying. Camera on Tom.
Coconaut.
It is. Yep. There you go.
Coconut.
Coconut.
astronaut.
Coconut.
What a great thumbnail.
Just like you like that?
Yeah.
Did you like that? I did it. Well, I did a thumbnail too,
Yeah, you did
Jason.
thumbnail too. I like, yeah.
But that's a better thumbnail.
Like
Because-
Tom is
because-
Vanna White.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you're a instead of a Barker's babe, you're a Drew dude.
I don't know if I like that. We got to come
What
up
is
with
Drew
that.
What is
do
it,
with
this
this dude?
coconut porter? Drink coconut porter. And it's okay to masturbate on 9/11. There you go.
Masturbate to 9/11.
It's okay to now. Like, here.
Oh my god.
All right, Tom. Is there anything special to read on that can that we need to know?
Pass
Like,
it out
ah,
first.
shit.
It's our lead
Yeah,
singer,
pass-
Brad. What
Pass
you
it
gonna
out
do?
first.
Joe, you may have to step in. Beer wins Joe.
You guys put me in the corner today, so
Joey's
Nobody
Don't put
puts
Joey in a corner.
Nobody puts Joey in a corner. And it said, Coconut Porter, family owned and operated,
3 daughters.
brewed in St. Pete, and they all are sisters. And let's see, a family, a community, and beer. Coconut Porter. Ingredients include something I can't read. And from Daughters Brewing. Okay.
Is it $3?
Three daughters,
Daughters,
Brewing.
yes.
Oh, Three Daughters Brewing.
It's
Good.
just
That's
daughters,
That's what I
Brewing.
tagged.
Yeah,
He's our
yeah,
lyricist.
Right.
yeah.
By the way, Brad, Kyle wants your hat. Says he loves it.
Hey,
I need it.
Sir,
one
thank
of a
you, sir.
kind.
That is a cool hat, dude.
All right.
Put us
pass
on
them
tour.
around. Pass them around. So,
I'll have some of his, so you can just
yep.
Thank you, Tom. Your service is
Take one, pass
appreciated,
it
good
down.
sir. Thank you.
Call me uncle.
Thank you.
All right. Now, I'm assuming everyone here loves coconut. Have you ever met someone who doesn't like coconut?
me.
Oh, surprise
I
nomination.
only like coconut if the only thing I know that I like that has coconut in it is the Publix carrot cake.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Now,
But
hold on.
if it's
Holy
too much
shit.
coconut flavor, I can't do it.
I
I feel
will-
like I'm licking sun's
I
good.
All right,
will
Laura, well,
murder that.
ladies first.
I will murder
Didn't you,
that carrot cake.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh, man.
I'll have it next time you're on the show. Just let me know.
Didn't you go on a date with a guy named Coco once, and you tried his? Never mind.
Oh.
All right, so
Who was he talking to? Because it
I'm not
wasn't
sure.
me.
I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
It was
all
me.
right. Who is going to go first? Joe is way in the corner, so we see.
We can do the twofer on the couch.
Yeah, we'll do the twofer on the,
The two
couch.
for
Go
one.
for it, Joe.
Same time.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
no.
gonna share a drink.
Very traditionally porter.
Yep.
Like it tastes definitely like all the porters that you've had. But this is tasty.
You like it?
I like it. Yeah, and I don't we usually like most of the porters that you because they kind of taste a little coffee, and I don't really care for the coffee. But in this one, you can taste the chocolate.
Tom, you're not supposed to drink it already. I'm
like
sorry to interrupt you, Joe, but Tom's cheating.
Tom, you're supposed to wait.
He's
Tom.
just thirsty.
I'm trying to get
Wait
my,
your turn.
my words together.
Okay. Well, when you pretend good.
Oh, by the way, Lisa hates coconut too. Just saying. She said
It's
it.
a New York thing.
Nah, I love coconut.
All right. Brad Mader.
Wait, did Jason
about-
say-
what about
Wait,
Jason?
I'm
Ja-
sorry. I thought
Yeah.
you were speaking for both of them.
I can't speak for him.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jason.
Please.
Jason Stallworth.
There's my
Jason
hat.
Finally on the
Stallworth by
microphone.
Jason Mader.
The coconut is strong. It's good though, and I like porters. Porters. You can have the hints of coffee and all that. I love all that stuff. So yeah, good beer. I like it.
Okay. Brad Mader.
Oh,
The
no.
That face.
You need a second sip.
Yeah, I
Let
do.
it settle.
That's not a very metal face, by the way.
That's
More,
indecisive.
it's more of like a hard rock face.
Yeah, a hairband face.
No, he doesn't like
Not
it.
one of the good ones.
Give us a third try. Give it
I
a third.
can't tell.
Give it a third. Give it a third.
Chug a little bit.
Wasn't that song?
Chug that beer, dude.
Juggalo?
Chugging helps me. I don't know. About you.
One More Try wasn't that a song in the 80s?
It does have it doesn't have that coffee taste, which I can't stand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
The
okay.
porter without the
It's-
coffee.
It's an okay beer.
It's an okay beer. Okay.
I give it okay.
It's okay. All right. Tom, you're up.
It tastes like I just started to rent a bungalow house in Seminole Heights, and one of the neighbors let their dog take a shit in my yard.
Oh. Okay.
But I'm okay with it.
But I like it. 'Cause I like shitty dogs.
So the shit doesn't smell.
I know you like to think your shit don't stink.
All right.
You got to do those covers, dude.
I'm saying, dude, Tom and I on the drive here came up with a couple covers we wanted.
No, I
to
mean
do.
That
when
would
you
be a
do
good
your,
one.
Your solo stuff, you just bust those out.
Yeah.
You know, I do enough Britney Spears nowadays where it's like,
No, you got to do some funny shit.
oh
man.
wait, I have to drink this, don't I? All right,
Yeah,
there we go.
your turn.
Cheers, cheers, everybody.
Sure.
You want to kill me?
As Tom's getting raped by Simon.
You want to kill me? You can kill me. Go ahead. Come on, bite my neck.
Wow. Will James taking it all in.
Bang.
Yeah, you like it?
Oh wait,
Okay.
no, I thought we were doing Booter Bang. My bad.
No, that's coming up.
No, that's good.
You like it?
What's the ABV? Let's see if I can find it here. They usually make it so fucking difficult to
Anal,
read.
butt, and
It's right under
Vag.
vaginas.
Isn't anal and butt the same though? Unless
Yeah.
you're just doing cheeks, I guess. But
Anal, boobs, and vag.
No.
say again, Joe.
I like that.
Towards the mic, Joe.
Yeah,
You're
towards the
not
mic,
even
dog.
facing the microphone, Joe.
See the lighting.
Yeah, I have shit lighting over here, so it's hard
Is
for me
this
to
it in here?
Right under where it says porter.
tell.
Above the sweet bitter.
New order.
It's either 6.3 or 6.8.
All right, I'm a man when I I usually do the Michelob thing where I'm like, I can pretend to be athletic but still drink light beer. But when I do craft
It's
beers,
6.9.
but when I do craft beers,
6.9.
69, nice.
They did that on the purpose.
I will say though, I try and go for higher ABVs when doing craft beer because I don't want to have a lot of these. But
Right.
when I drink them, I want to be efficient with my getting drunk to drinking ratio. So this is good. I one more time. Cheers.
Good job. Good
you,
job.
You guys are great, man. Thank you for
Thank
always
you.
supplying us with beers.
I got
Perfect.
this at Publix, actually.
Publix for the win, man.
Publix down
Very
in,
good.
How many
City.
old ladies did you have to like knee out of the way?
Well, this was the Publix down
Just
in Sun
Laura.
City, so that was loaded with old ladies.
Okay, yeah. So you had a good little exercise in there.
Drew, be careful, bro.
You're
Careful.
the only one that caught that.
She's right next to you, bro.
Yeah,
She'll
yeah.
just knee you right in the balls, bro.
I heard that.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, I'm going to give it a shot.
So I was like, I know he likes water,
What?
so let me.
My fingernails.
Play the bubbly. There's the bubbly.
That was a short
That
bubble.
was a
The
weak
bubbles
bubble.
don't work for me.
Premature bubble.
See what I'm saying?
Because he likes to look for that coffee flavor, though.
To be fair, the coffee flavor is strong, but
There's no-
I don't mind it.
I don't taste
It's
the
all
coffee.
good.
I taste coconut.
Coconut
Yeah.
strong.
It's I mean, I'm a fan because I love coconut and I love beer.
What's holding you back
Um,
though?
Nothing. I'm just trying to compare it to.
Your coffee coconut. That you
Yeah,
like.
I do have a coffee coconut that I like quite a bit. Hang on. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm giving this an 8.
8.
That's a good one.
Pretty up
Oh,
there.
we're doing a number scale? When
I
did
am.
that
You
happen?
can't
We
we
just
used
can't
to
make up the rules as
There's
you go
no
along.
standardization
well,
here.
we used to do numbers and then we got away from it. I just brought it back.
Let's get back to that.
Math is
Yeah.
hard. Math is hard for
Make up
drunk
the
people,
rules
man.
as you go along.
Okay. All right,
So
Joe,
we're
what's
1
your
out of
number?
10?
Joe, what's your number?
My body count?
Jesus Christ.
1. I'm sorry.
-5.
1.5.
What's your number, Joe?
How do you have sex with -5 people? Is
Lot
that
of-
like necrophilia?
lot
Or
of
what?
One for each
masturbation.
finger.
Oh, yeah.
If they have sex with you.
Oh, burn.
Oh,
I'm going to need
dang.
some coconut beer for that burn. I wasn't even on camera, but it's cool. Yeah, just catch me every time I drink.
I'm just putting it in there. Joe, what was your number?
I'll give it a 6.
6. Jason.
I'm gonna go 7.3.
Mm.
Oh,
7.
shit. We're going decimals now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Brad.
I'll do 6.
6. Tom.
10, man. It's made
10.
out.
Ooh.
10. It's got alcohol in it. Hey, it's supposed to taste like pumpkin pie, but it does. You know what I mean? Like 10, it's got an it's alcoholic. You know.
We're going to be
Yeah.
trying a beer called Simon's Ass next week. Do you want to come out?
No fucking
Man,
way.
yeah, as long as I drink piss if it got me drunk, man. Like seriously, I have no standards at all. Like
Says the Bud Light guy.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
go.
I rest my case.
There you go.
Like seriously, like
Bud Light.
Well, James, what's your number?
6.96 repeting. So 6.9696969.
No, you're just repeating the ABV.
Definitely.
All right. We're going to have Laura try it because she was
Jesus.
skipped. As she
This
has
will
her.
be a 1.
Oh no, it stinks. No.
Okay, we can't judge on smell.
I literally can smell an alcoholic beverage and know exactly what it's going to taste like.
Judge on smell, guys.
Yuck.
No.
I'm
No.
gonna die.
Oh.
So I don't
It
even
makes my
understand.
mouth like extra like watery. Like it like makes me salivate more. Ew, and it intensifies
Imagine
the
what she
taste.
thinks when my penis is in her mouth. Like,
Oh,
there's
I-
no way it's
I have
good.
too much respect for the
That's why you
Bud
don't
Light.
have to think very often.
Like,
I thought you guys didn't do that.
It doesn't,
Oh
ha-
my
it doesn't-
God.
it doesn't happen often, Joe. That's what I'm
That
saying.
was
That's
good.
why
Oh my-
it's non-existent.
Are you trying to
But-
say like your coconuts or what's going on?
Like-
here?
That's very
I can't
unused.
even. If I had,
You look at these
a cup-
coconuts.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
those coconuts.
like, if I had a
Brad
cup of my
goes right to the
semen right
dragon.
now. If I had a cup of my
I
semen
would
right
drink
now.
that right now.
Oh,
Just
Drew,
to taste that in
Drew,
my fucking mouth.
Drew, we don't need to think about your semen in a cup, man.
I'm
Come
sorry.
on now.
It's
It's bad enough
Comparative.
we were in the studio while you
Peas
pissed
in the
into a
cup.
mug.
Yeah.
You just
I
take-
can't blow this fucking interview with Nasty Savage.
Yeah.
So when you piss, it makes a farting noise. Interesting.
Yeah,
All right, got it. Got
It was brutal, dude.
That'd be funny. as
Kidney
fuck.
stones are a bitch. I've heard.
It was a great show. It's a great show.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about Mr. Farts out of his dick over here.
Farts out of his dick. Yeah.
Well, that surgery
That's
he
a
had
good
was
song
really
title.
complex.
Think
So
that
he
was-
farts out of his cock.
That's
but,
our
you
next.
know,
That's our next single, by the way. Farts out of his cock.
I could write a song about it if you'd like.
We got a whole band here. Man.
We can basically write a song.
Walking up to the toilet.
Oh God,
I feel
Lisa
the
said
pressure building up, but the
All right,
pressure
hey,
isn't
hey.
in my butt. It's in my balls.
True.
The camera vibrates.
We're not going to
Yeah.
use any of
Oh.
that.
No. By the way, Lisa says you deserve a slap for that comment.
Whoa.
I deserve many slaps in my life, Lisa.
Lisa was a guitar tech, so she knows bullshit when she smells
Yeah.
it.
And Drew
Really?
needs discipline.
Okay.
Spank me, slap me,
Tell Lisa,
call me Susan.
tell Lisa I worked with that one blonde guitarist chick that everybody loves.
Good job, Brad. Good
Thank you.
job, Brad.
I'm here to save the show.
Okay.
Thank
What was
you.
that? Tom?
No, tell Lisa she's a guitar tech.
She is a guitar tech. She
I-
does
I-
not break E strings, by the way.
I worked with that one.
Oh, no.
Burn. No. Tell her I worked with that one. I worked at Demi Lovato show at Hard Rock.
Nice.
And what's the one blonde chick that everybody loves?
Nita Strauss?
Yes.
Yes.
She was her guitarist and stuff, and I worked with her and shit. And
Sweet.
it was fucking badass.
Were you forklifting at that show or just
I was,
loading?
yeah. They pay you $5 more an hour.
Did
to
you meet her
forklift.
or no?
Yeah, I did. Anita?
Was she okay? Or?
She was
It's just
cool.
Nita.
I think just Nita.
She was cool. I didn't give a shit about Demi, but Anita, we all were trying to hey, how's it going? Get in her way and shit. And she was cool as she was cool as fuck.
Oh, really?
man.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
heard mixed things.
You were semi and demi.
I met
Yeah.
her in Tampa. I met her at Replay Guitar Exchange
Oh, no.
a couple
Uh,
years ago. She did a workshop at Replay.
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
that riff.
that's cool.
You do the riff with Cliff too, don't you?
Good friends with Riff. Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool,
Riff is a
man.
cool guy, man.
we do videos together quite often. And
She can shred, though.
I wanted
She's
to
good.
promote that a little for you because it's a really
Thank
cool
you.
follow.
Okay.
We got that out of the way. Drew?
Yes, we did.
A 10.
I appreciate us getting that out of the way.
This show's a 10.
This show is a 10.
Oh yeah.
You know what else is a 10?
Booter bang!
About time.
Do you want to know election deal?
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot
Throw it
about
out
that,
there real
didn't we?
quick.
Oh, yeah, we
Can
forgot
we do
about
like
the-
Booter Bang? Because we usually have criminals on here, right? So are we going to include Trump or no? Because he's indicted, right? So it's
Well,
like,
Everybody knows what it looks like.
Trump, boot, Harris.
I think it's still too soon to say Trump and bang in the same sentence, though.
I mean,
I mean, they let you do it because you're famous,
True.
whether you like it or not.
systematic
Local
chaos.
Booter bang!
Why is that?
By the way, I love this song.
Booter bang.
Thank you to Jason for writing this song.
Thank you
Oh,
guys.
y'all
Thank
great
you
song.
to
We're
Drew
banging
for
the car,
using it,
too.
man.
Well,
Jay said
yeah.
bang. Brad and
Okay.
Keller and Lisa have all said boot.
She was
Boot.
Did everyone boot?
No, nobody
Oh.
booted.
Ooh,
All right.
Sorry, future callback.
All right.
that's weird.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Our first booter bang of the evening.
Okay, go. Eyes are closed.
Raceland woman arrested for attacking ex-boyfriend during home invasion.
Wait, did you say Graceland or Raceland?
Raceland. Now this is a city.
Grr.
Now here's the deal.
With G.
No, race.
With an
Raceland.
R.
Graceland.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like Graceland, but without the G.
Like
Yep.
racist.
It's like an
I'm a gracist, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
All
I'm
right.
just glad it's not Florida, man.
But here's the thing. I had to rush these booter bangs before the show, so I have not read these articles yet. So forgive me if I don't sound like I know what I'm talking about
That never
Just-
happens.
all the time.
All the time.
Okay. Laura just cheated.
I didn't. I had my eyes closed. I told you.
Raceland is in Louisiana. Okay. A woman, what'd you say, Joe?
nothing.
I heard you.
He's over there chatting
He's
about his
passing
new phone.
notes. He's passing notes over
He
there.
showed off
Passing
his
notes in
cool new
class.
phone.
We're playing secret time.
Hand check. Hand check. Hand check. Hand check. Hand check. Hand check.
Hands up, you boner
hand
fiends.
check.
Let me get mine out first. There we go. Hands up.
It's wet. Why is it wet? It woke Simon up. Why? He smelled it. All right. Raceland, Louisiana. A woman was arrested today for allegedly breaking into her ex-boyfriend's house and beating him. According to
Bang.
Lockport Chief of Police, Warren Vadros, Sarah Rainwright,
Can I find the name? Where is it?
Ramrod.
entered her ex-boyfriend's house at 4 a.m. and punched the victim several times
Bang.
while he was in bed. Police say the victim escorted her out of the house, but as she left, there was an empty bottle at his truck, breaking the back window. She threw an empty bottle at his truck, breaking the back window.
Wainwright is the last name, by the way.
That's all I have on this. Very short
No,
story.
I love a happy.
So it's like,
Oh wait.
so we're talking like donkey punch, like
I hope
is this
so.
What's going on?
Yeah,
Little
Wainwright
pagan?
was charged with property damage, home invasion, domestic abuse, battery, simple criminal damage. That's where they. This is bullshit. This is how they pump those fucking charges up to get the bond. Her bond is $6,500. Okay, so let's go through this. Property damage. What was that?
Probably
The
500.
truck.
No, the truck.
Oh,
Okay.
they were saying like what an amount.
Home invasion. Okay, she went into his house.
Yeah.
Okay, it was probably unlocked. I don't know. Domestic
Probably had a
abuse.
key.
She
Okay,
probably had a key. Yeah.
I mean, to hide a
exactly.
key. Yeah.
domestic abuse, battery, and simple criminal damage to property. So we have property damage and then simple criminal damage to property.
Maybe she kicked the
So-
door in.
That's what there has to be some other damage. I'm guessing it's
She
the
broke
truck
a
and the
picture
house.
of those
probably
two
kicked the
next to
bedroom
the
door in.
bedstand.
Maybe they're charging her with a broken bottle.
Well, she couldn't fucking get that far without his like approval like months beforehand. You know what I mean?
Oh, she had a key.
Yeah, she knew what she knew.
Well,
how
that
to get
doesn't
in there.
excuse it. It's like,
And
you
she
know,
nothing excuses abuse. That's for
Got
sure.
it.
And shit.
Unless
and
you're an idiot.
My
And-
question is, what did he
and-
do to deserve
Hey,
it?
who hasn't
and there's
been
a
there,
lot
right?
of and there's a lot of male abuse that doesn't get fucking written down.
truth.
And shit. There's a lot of female like female abuse
Right.
like that doesn't get written down.
Oh, my
The ma-
brother was
the male-
abused by a female
yeah,
for years.
the male abuse thing gets written on the front page the next day, but a female abuse goes. It's almost something like, you know what I mean? It's
Yep.
somewhere in between.
It's a double
not-
standard.
Yeah.
Has someone be hurting you?
No, not yet. Not yet. And
Let's
not,
not laugh at
and
it.
not
Let's
at my,
not laugh at it.
and
There's,
not,
yeah, no need to laugh at it.
not at my own
just wanna
discretion.
say-
Everybody's laughing now. Guys, come on.
I just want to say that, you know, there is some male abuse.
That's the before and after photo.
So Keller said that he said, "Oh, good. Here we go with Jason's extreme reasons to boot. Just say boot and be done."
He's banging now.
Oh, now he's
Come
got
on,
to bang.
bang.
You got to bang. now.
Yeah, he's gonna bang it.
Man, the canned laughter really hits.
It's
Oh,
gone,
it
it's
doesn't,
gone, it's
yeah.
gone.
I'm getting high off this canned laughter right
16
now.
seconds. Hold on. Okay.
I was already.
I feel like I'm in the 70s program TV
Oh my
show.
gosh, it does sound like 70s.
Okay. Pajama Joe.
Bang.
Boot or bang? Banging.
Bang.
He banged before you even asked.
I don't need an excuse.
He does not need a reason.
I don't need a
Jason,
reason.
Unlike you.
Keller called me on this one, so I'm booting.
You're booting.
Wait, whoa. No. Hold on. Time out. He said there would be an extreme reason, so I need a fucking extreme metal reason why you're booting.
I don't like violence.
That's not extreme, Jason. That's
That's not very
anti-extreme.
metal.
I need something super
Hey,
extreme.
hot women commit violence.
Yep.
I've had some bad experiences with that, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to pass on that one, guys.
Okay.
Brad
Shocker.
Mater.
Comes
He
daddy.
loves the
Close up,
violence. He
close
loves the
up.
I
violence.
can't zoom. You got to zoom yourself.
where-
Sometimes I need discipline. Bang! I'm here to save the show, ladies
I love
and
it.
gentlemen.
All right. Brad Mater is a bang.
William.
All right.
Hey,
We're going to
guys.
Will James. Okay.
Yeah.
Not Will.
My name is William James,
Hurry up, Brad. We're going to show the
What are you
picture.
going to do?
and I officially. Actually, stop.
Elaborate.
There was
Listen.
one, yeah, right. There was one line in the entire story that grabbed my attention. After she beat him,
He escorted her.
he
to the
yes,
door.
he escorted her out. So,
Like he didn't kick that bitch in the face.
and I'm just trying to imagine this as any normal person would, right? Like, okay, ow, okay, all right, you made your point. Now get out. Obviously, there was some kind of mutual respect previously established to the fact that he was willing to escort her out. Now, obviously, she went on to do some whack shit, but obviously, there's a gem, there's a diamond in the rough there. Bang.
Yeah, but he could have hit her back too.
Well,
She's
he
hitting
does
him.
not appear. That was not written in
She's
the article.
hitting him.
That
He
is
should have.
reckless speculation right there, because it was not written in the
Joe
article.
can never be a reporter.
Tom.
Boot because I've already banged her.
Whoa!
You're the victim.
Like,
Holy shit!
she wouldn't be that crazy if I didn't give her the night of her life.
Holy shit!
And so boot because I've already done it.
Has anyone ever had that answer in the history of Booter Brain?
No.
Wow, Tom.
Yeah,
a pioneer. You're a
boot-
pioneer.
Boot because I've already banged her at that point.
Boot because I
Otherwise,
already
she wouldn't
did
be as
done it.
crazy as she is. Like if I didn't give her, the 1-2 or the good no pants dance beforehand.
The Tominator.
You know what I mean? Like
The Tominator.
Yeah. If I haven't shown her the love connection.
Tominator, he already banged her.
Seriously, yeah.
Have we ever had a show with Tom and Preston? I mean, that would. I don't
No.
know.
That
Can we
would,
even can
your
we
house
make
would
that-
burn down.
Probably explode.
No. I don't want to be anywhere near
Well,
that
the next
guy.
time Preston comes on, we have a special guest. We're not going to announce it yet because it's not confirmed, but
Oh,
Preston
really?
is promising a special guest.
Is he?
It'll be Tom.
Well, no, it's at
No,
Drew's
not me.
request. It's at Drew's
Yeah.
request, so stay tuned.
Oh, is
Okay.
that dude, Preston?
Okay. The comments, both Keller and Lisa booted.
Boot.
Keller said, "Oh God, this is for you, Will. Take Jason's place with the extreme."
Take his place.
Because you gave the long explanation.
All right.
I already said bang.
Well,
And here's my reasoning
Did
for
you
him.
say bang?
I did say bang.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, for a
you
while,
said-
for a while, I was accused of being like too like pro boot. So now every time I just have to bang, and I have to find these contorted reasons to like. Here's why I was banging.
I think the reason that she got some hits in on him and then he escorted her out, he was probably sleeping.
Yep.
She gets in. She's probably like a little pocket pet, and he's probably like this big dude. So she got in some good smacks before he was able to like wake up and get out of bed, and then he walked her out.
A pocket pet?
Yeah,
I like
like
that.
your wife.
Is that like a pocket pussy or?
So Lily, just tuck her in your pocket and you take her with you.
Okay.
It's more like you tuck into her pocket, or I'm sorry, nah.
All right.
Poor
Well,
taste.
should we wait for
All
Tom
right.
to get back to show the photo?
Yeah.
I think we should filibuster.
about
See
5
political
seconds.
terms
Yeah,
on election
speaking of, we haven't
night.
done
Let's
the
filibuster.
It's still too early. They haven't called.
Brad does have
Well,
an
you can
election
even
update.
update. Yeah.
The update
Yeah,
right
hold
now
on,
is
hold on.
71 to 101.
Oh, thanks.
Oh,
Just
sorry.
ruin his thunder.
Sorry,
Like,
I
he's
think-
literally all
God.
cameras are on him.
Who's
There's a
reason I'm on this show, Drew.
Sorry.
He's our political
No.
correspondent for the evening. You ruined it.
Yeah, 101,
States
71,
are like
Trump.
Joe.
Well, these things change over time. The West Coast is not done with their voting. yet, I'm
Florida,
pretty sure.
red.
Oh, there's a fucking surprise.
Imagine
Hey, let me guess. Palm Beach County, blue. Broward County,
O'Brien's
blue.
red.
Miami, blue.
No, they're all red.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, they flipped.
Yep.
Mm.
And there's a
Well,
lot
you
of
know, it is
other
what it is.
states. Texas is looking like red.
The only
That's-
thing I would say is I think a lot of people are not voting for the person; they're voting for the policies, and I'll leave it at that.
An interesting stance.
Yeah, it's
But they're
pretty
eating the
interesting
pets.
though. Yeah, it's way
How
too
could you vote
it's
for
way
them? They're
too
eating
early
the
though.
pets.
It's pretty close for
They're
what it
eating the
is, though.
squirrel.
So
Okay.
there you go.
Let's be fair here. Let's be absolutely candid. Every single politician is on the corporate payroll.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, that's why.
Blue,
That's why.
red,
Absolutely.
green.
Why do you think marijuana is still a Schedule One
Puppets.
drug?
Because if you want to go into the history of that, the former history teacher can tell you, back in the 1890s or the late 1800s, there was a corporate war, let's call it, between the hemp industry and the lumber industry. What are all of our homes built of now? Wood. Wood won that war. So the big people, the Elon Musks of wood back in the day, as it were, ran campaigns advocating against the use of hemp, because hemp can be used as a building material just as effectively as wood can be. But certain people had financial interests in wood over hemp. Different farmers were growing different crops. So the reason we have wood today is for that reason. So again, lobbyism, it's an American tradition at
I
this
mean,
point.
So, Will, is this the same concept of when we had the prohibition? Was that mainly just big corporate saying, no, you can only buy our beer, but putting down the small man? At
Well,
the
that's
time?
an interesting aberration in our history, because prohibition legally was actually it was primarily a religious movement. It was a religious movement against like morality versus non-morality, because a lot of the alcohol was unregulated, so there was a legal aspect to it. But then because of the unregulation and because of the woes and all of the social ills that
So-
were being caused from
Yeah, that-
alcoholism, there was a religious movement and a moral movement against it. But then because it was repealed, you had such an organized crime movement to fight the amendment that eventually they realized if we regulate it versus just straight up banning it,
Right.
regulation
Pro-
is better than banning.
Prohibition just doesn't work, you know.
No, because you
The
will,
fir-
you
think
will,
about,
you'll,
think about
you'll,
the
you'll
first
always have
prohibition.
you'll
you
always
know?
have organized crime that results.
No,
So
I'm
you-
not even talking about that prohibition. I'm talking about the first one. The first prohibition was
Jesus
that
Christ.
Was
Don't eat
the-
the
no. It was
It was before
Don't eat
that.
the apple.
no. Yeah, don't. The first
Fruit of
prohibition
the tree of life.
was don't eat the apple of knowledge. And who does God have to look after? 2 people. And did it work? Fuck no. And shit.
I've been trying to get Lord to eat the apple on knowledge for a long time.
They still ate the apple. It's the shroom and shit. Like, but we'll get into that way later. But
So,
like,
Will, just
my
to confirm.
God. I mean, now you're going to tell me the Constitution was written on hemp paper or something.
Right.
well,
Well,
yeah.
Actually.
so, Will, let me just confirm something.
Well, you learned all that from a Family Guy episode.
You don't
right?
think that the pharmaceutical companies are lobbying our politicians to keep marijuana illegal as a Schedule 1 drug?
They were. They
100%.
were. Nowadays, they've managed, I believe, to get their paws into it at a certain level. Certainly, the good thing about marijuana is everyone can grow it. It's a plant,
But
and
it's a
everyone is
medical.
growing
It's
it.
been officially declared as a medical resource.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Well, the reason why
when you
And rightly
have
so.
Obama saying I'm going to legalize marijuana, you have Trump, I'm going to legalize marijuana. You had Biden, I'm going to legalize marijuana. Not one of them have legalized marijuana.
Not yet.
Why is that?
We got
Because
one
the
more.
motherfucking Congress is lobbied by pharmaceutical companies
There
and
you go.
pain medication companies to prevent them from voting a federal law that says marijuana is a Schedule 1 drug, worse than cocaine, worse than meth, worse than fucking oxycodone.
Accurate.
So
And something you can
cannot
grow-
sit here and tell me that the fucking pharmaceutical companies have not prevented
Preach, brother,
And
preach.
something you
all
can
these
grow right next to your
motherfuckers-
tomatoes.
Well,
And once
last-
You know
again,
what I mean?
true for president. Come on, people.
Thank you.
On that note, can I
Hey,
share a quick fact
hold
on that
on,
note?
hold
Please do.
Sorry.
Please do. Please do, Jason.
So the pharmaceutical countries, the pharmaceutical,
There is one.
Yeah, the
Basically.
pharmaceutical. Well,
Epstein Island.
Well, there's a fact on that too. But the pharmaceutical companies have financial interest in with the big food groups, the food companies, because they're selling us shit so that we go take their pills.
Yes.
Bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
So on top of that, which you just brought up about countries, or what I brought up about countries, America is one of the very few countries, along with some communist countries, that can have pharmaceutical advertisements.
Right.
Those are illegal in most countries.
You go to other countries and they literally cannot comprehend the idea of that, because why
Right.
would you be advertising something? A doctor will tell you if you need that in those countries. Your physician, not just a doctor, but you can go to any fucking doctor in America. You don't even need to know them. You just show up. I have back pain. Can you prescribe this? And most of them won't even ask 2 or 3 questions because they are pill mills, dude. They're there to make money. They get kickbacks from that shit. It is definitely legalized drug dealing.
Fucking
It is.
Tampa had the worst, like, hey.
Good.
All right. No, wait. That's actually
I mean, I'm
really
not
cool.
a politician. I'm just speaking
No,
fucking facts, dude.
I'd
It
love,
should be.
well, just
No.
choosing between the laugh track and the clapping track, but Tampa had a really bad,
Either or at
had
this
a
point,
really
dude.
bad pill mill situation on Waters Avenue, right on right next to Rome Avenue, where we practice, and they got in big trouble
tell
Well, thanks. Now, all
Now we gotta
fans are
move.
gonna
Now we
show
gotta
up.
move.
without our knowledge and shit. You know,
They needed the pills because our music was deafening them.
well, like on Waters Avenue, it was just a pill mill every like block, and there were doctors in there that's their whole job is to just be like, oh yeah, you got back pain, here you go, here's like 5 bottles of Xanax. Hopefully you're alive to the next. Yeah, hopefully you stay alive to the next time I have to give you. You know,
To be fair,
Five more
though, if I can be fair about this, and this is not going to be a popular thing to say, but
yeah, fuck you.
all of these things, every ailment that you have can be solved by 2 things:
Booter bang?
working out and proper diet. You don't need marijuana. You don't need pills. Work the fuck out and eat better. Now, obviously, if you have actual diseases and you have actual ailments, yes, you need medication for that. But when people are like, I have back pain, I need oxycodone, or I need to smoke a shit ton of weed every day, you would be amazed what an actual non-sedentary lifestyle can do for your overall
Yeah,
health.
but
So
even
glad
then,
you
man,
said
we
that,
got
dude.
even if you
Depends on
ain't
the
doing.
extent of your injury, though.
Exactly. That's why I said it
Yeah.
depends on the situation, but a lot of
Yeah, but,
have
quote
a-
unquote problems.
I have a
but you're
compressed
still
spine.
drinking coffee.
I'm not talking about you. Like,
Oh
obviously,
no,
you
it
need,
was directed at me, Will, and I
Yep,
could feel
yep.
your
Well,
hate.
I felt the
You're right.
energy coming.
if you
I love you, man.
Hey,
No, it's
hey.
all
By the way,
just-
Keller says, "Show the damn pictures, you bunch of Jasons."
That's what I've been trying to
Are
explain.
we still on this?
sorry,
Brewery?
we were getting
We
deep.
are.
How did we get sidetracked? Like that
No,
wasn't me.
were
Right?
you
That
back
wasn't me.
my-
It
Hey,
might have
girl
been me.
that-
I'm sorry.
That's my stone
Set a
ass.
building on fire. Oh, there
Oh, damn.
All right, Laura. I'm not gonna lie. Without the huge blister on her face,
Booger?
Right,
Is that a
big
booger?
mole.
she
Yeah.
kind of looks like you a little bit, Laura.
What?
No, no.
Are you kidding?
Am I? No, but
No.
I could be
I don't
wrong.
see it.
You're right.
I don't
I don't
either.
see. I don't see anything.
No, I don't
Mostly
see
in
it.
the
She's
eyes,
brunette. That's it.
That wart on the side of her face is right before she gets the broom.
Is that her fifth hole? The wart.
True.
Yeah,
Pop the wart open. Pop it right in.
not seeing it.
Oh,
Though.
gross.
I'm not seeing it.
I'm
Other than
sorry.
the dark hair.
Yeah, she's nasty. I said bang on that one too, didn't I?
You did.
So did I, man.
So did
But I
I.
also
Drummers
got,
and guitar
I gotta
players.
drink
I
am I
got a
right?
thing
Coconut
under
beer.
my eye right here too. That's
Are you still in your coconut beer? Come on,
Hey,
bro.
I actually need another beer. Who can grab me
Yeah,
a black
right.
and tan?
I was drinking
Dragon
Who
a,
needs a beer? Who needs
I
a
had
beer?
a dragon's milk I was drinking on.
There is a dragon's milk
Dragon's
for
milk.
Brad.
Nuts?
I need a brew too. Dragon these nuts. Is that what you said, Joe?
Dragon D.
Dragon is nuts.
Oh.
You need a beer?
Yep. So there's a dragon's milk in the yellow container, I think, unless somebody already grabbed it. Nope, somebody grabbed it. It's gone. Oh, you grabbed it. You grabbed your own beer. Sorry. I don't know who wants that one.
I'll do that to her, Chris. Yeah, I like Oktoberfest. Yeah, thank you. You want to try? You want to
I'm
a
good for
beer?
now.
I'm just gonna reach in here.
The show has paused as we re-beer. Please stand
If you
by
are
for
listening,
re-beering.
if you're in the audience right now and you want to drink, grab a drink
This
with
is
us.
good.
Let's
Time to
go.
grab a drink.
It's called Drinking with Drew, not Abstaining with Drew.
Time to grab a drink.
That was your public
That's actually
service
the-
announcement by
tonight's the-
Will.
Does anyone want to close the fridge, or are we just gonna leave it open?
that's-
Tonight's the
good, but we'll close it.
tonight's the perfect night to fucking drink, man. Watching the season finale.
men.
We're watching the season finale of America right now, man. Let's
We're
do
at
this.
99
Do you
and
smell the
120.
smoke?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, are we ready?
Yes, sir.
The Pikes County Sheriff's Department has released details about an arrest from this past Friday.
All right.
On Friday at 3:15 p.m., Pike County Chief Deputy Zach Orr conducted a traffic stop in the 100 block of 5th Street in Pleasant Hill on a red 2015 Volkswagen car. Subsequent to an investigation, the driver, 34-year-old Cheyenne M. Williams of Pearl, was arrested for possession of methamphetamines, possession of drug paraphernalia, and obstructing justice, resisting arrest, aggravated driving under the influence, driving under the influence of drugs, child endangerment, and
Whoa.
with
Oh,
a suspended
that's
license.
All right.
According to a press release, Williams allegedly attempted to throw a methamphetamine smoking pipe during the arrest.
What
Why do you
timing?
sound-
1920s journalist making
Yes.
Why do you sound
That's
like
exactly
a
what I was
1940s ad?
Williams
Yes,
made
the
first
news, yes.
appearance in
This is
Pike
when it
County
gets
Circuit
crazy,
Court
ladies and
yesterday,
gentlemen.
Where bond was set at $10,000 with a 10% to apply. Williams was able to post a bond with certain conditions that said she must drug test every week for 2 weeks. A
Only
preliminary
2
hearing has
weeks.
set-
Only 2 weeks.
Only 2
Drew,
weeks.
you need to do that every time.
Every
man.
time.
Watch
Yeah,
out.
That's
that's
awesome.
an
We all want to bang Drew now.
Watch out for that.
Forget the.
Watch out for that
This is
Hitler.
another
He might be trouble.
1930s ad, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get crazy around here.
Corky's butt
That
circling
literally
in
came out
Florida.
of nowhere. He was talking normal, and then all of a sudden he just went right into it.
I
Yeah,
like
in the
it.
50s.
It's that coconut.
Sunday.
No, yeah. Well, you need that mic, that old.
yeah.
That old.
I can put a
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
well,
what's
hey,
in there.
What if that was Drew's sex
No.
voice? You know, like what? You know.
Is
Something
that,
like that.
Oh wow!
Watch out.
I'm going
watch
once.
Out.
I'm going twice, and I've come.
And watch out. Watch out for that Hitler. He may be trouble.
He wants to eradicate the enemy within.
All right. Are we booting or banging?
I can't remember. I can't. What'd she do?
She was driving a red Volkswagen, and she did some stupid shit.
She had some drugs.
She was 30-something.
She had some germs.
Apparently, she had a child with her because
So
there
he
was a
threw a
child in the
meth
car.
pipe at the cop.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. Fuck you.
Here you go, Bugsy. Here you go. Take me alive.
Take it. All right. What do you think?
Here we go. Let's do the twofer.
Pajama
Joe,
Joe.
Joe.
We'll decide
Share the
together.
Bang.
mic.
Bang. Okay.
Yeah, see,
Bang it.
Jason can't bang. Look at the face. He's already making a
no,
face.
no. There's too much going on here, guys.
Yeah,
Brad, what do you
there's an
think?
excuse.
What's Brad?
Are you
What
are you
does
phoning
Brad
a friend
Nader-
right
you
now?
gotta
Like,
boot
He's
it back.
What
phoning
did
it in,
Jason
yeah.
Nader say?
No. He's
Let's
got to
see what
boot it. What are you
Jason
doing?
Nader said.
No, I'm booting this. There's
Oh,
way,
you're
way
booting?
too much going on, man. Yeah.
All right. What was her
Brad.
name again?
Cheyenne
Williams.
Williams.
So
Okay.
I hate the name.
Okay.
Cheyenne.
Is that an X, Brad?
Will.
All right, so I'm gonna walk you through how I heard this and where my mind was at.
Okay.
When when I heard Cheyenne, I was at Boot. When I heard Williams, my name, I was at Bang.
Yes.
When I heard Meth, I was back to Boot. And then when I heard Child Endangerment, I was at like super fucking Boot. Get the fuck out of here. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I lose it too.
Yeah, just, come on. But Meth was really the worst one.
Yeah.
Don't hurt animals.
Women who do meth are skinny though.
Man,
I can't.
Yeah, they're skinny in the fact that you can see their fucking ribs, dude. Too
They're
skinny.
skinny in the fact that they have one tooth that's like a can opener to your dick.
At least they don't need a
I
Let me
can.
go down the line of guys' faces. There
I
you
may
go.
change my answer.
Could you say that one more time, Mark? You describe the can opener to the wiener.
Say it slower. ASMR.
Say it
Yeah.
slower.
And
I said it's like meth teeth where you only have one tooth, it's like a can opener to the dick.
Oh my god.
That's a
Jason.
T-shirt.
That's a
That's
metal
a-
song.
that's a metal song.
Yep.
Yes.
That's a metal
That's a
song.
new Must I Kill T-shirt.
Oh, word.
Can
All right.
opener to the dick.
Oh, dude.
Tom, did you make a decision?
Boot, man, are any of these stories like a chick that just likes sushi and has dad problems? Like, seriously, like, all these stories are just like, yeah, this chick Tiffany, she's straight from hell.
They're pretty horrific.
Would you like to bang her? Like, I don't know, man.
All right, here we go.
Depends on how much beer I have.
Keller said boot. She's a scab. Jesus Christ, just say boot or bang.
All
And I
right,
say boot.
Keller said.
there's the photo.
Oh.
Good boot. Good boot.
Yeah, good going, guys. Good job, guys.
Look at
All
this.
right.
That looked like that serial killer lady from that one
Eileen,
movie.
Eileen,
where,
yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah, the Charlie.
The monster.
Monster chick. Yeah, that's the monster chick.
Oh, the
Tyrese
monster
Theron?
chick.
Yeah, so she did look
Here's
like
our
You
next
know-
booter bang.
Oh, we have 3. Wow.
All right, on Friday night, Sherry was cooking sushi for her dad.
Tom, you
And
called it.
She was slightly topless.
Slightly? Hold on. What the
For my
fuck?
dad?
Her
My
blouse
kick
was
it to-
hanging between her cleavage, and she bent over. And when she bent over, her dog nipped her nipple, causing it to bleed slightly as the piercing dripped blood onto the floor as her kitten came and licked the blood
You're
up.
making this up, dude.
Drew, you're
so
fucking
making
with
this.
us.
This is like, oh my
Fucking
god,
with us.
so
dude.
bad. I'm like sitting here waiting, like, is
I
somebody
can
gonna
see it in
call
his
this
eyes.
shit? Like,
Yeah.
stop ripping my
Wait a
head
I
off.
gotta
minute.
take a pee break.
I knew we didn't have 3. I knew we did. It's too many for the Drink with Drew show. It's
We
2
do
or
have
bang.
3, but Tom said he wanted some chick eating sushi, so I fucking had to come up with a chick eating sushi.
So all of a
You
sudden,
mean this isn't real?
I was liking that story, by the way, until we.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Jason was getting titillated over here. I was getting ready to
Yeah.
bang. Like, come on, bro.
I was getting ready to do my
Obviously.
first bang.
I was feeling
Yeah, right.
feelings I haven't
No.
had since I was 16. I mean, come on.
All right. Now we're drinking with Laura. That's what
I
we
was
are
getting
now.
disappointed in that on top of it. Woo.
So we're talking about regulations. How do we feel about the deregulations in the Drinking with Drew show? I mean,
How do we
There's
feel
no
about
regulations
pumpkin
here.
pounders?
There's rules.
The
Hey
only
guys, what do you think about pumpkin pounders?
pumpkin pounders.
Yeah, with
Man.
your ginger beard over there.
I'd never heard that before.
Pounder.
No, it's after October, so we don't got to worry about pumpkin stuff.
New
It's still
update.
fall though.
New
Yeah, it's fall.
update. Trump 120. Harris 99.
Nice.
Cool.
What are we waiting on for the finale? What,
Fireworks.
yeah.
More coconut beer.
The West
And
Coast.
Simon doing a backflip.
Yeah, we're waiting for the West Coast, and California is going to come in majorly blue, most likely, right?
Oh, of course
Always,
it is.
man.
Probably.
California and New York always come in blue.
Well, they'll come in blue unless it's the people that have gotten smashed and
Colorado,
grabbed. And
too,
business
right?
owners. The business owners are probably, Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm
they're
not
not
getting
even
into that.
over there yet.
Yeah, so
I mean, they
According to
still
this
voted
thing.
blue after Rodney King. They're gonna vote blue. Shit, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
mean, Texas
Oh,
looks
that's
like
one.
it's going to go red.
Yeah, Texas has been weird because for the past couple of elections, they've been like, "Oh, Texas might go blue." No, dude, come on,
Never.
now.
No.
Don't delude
And
yourself.
Florida will
Austin
only-
is not the entirety of Texas. Okay, Austin's a cool place,
And-
not the entirety of
and,
Texas.
and the day Florida goes blue will be the same day we all drown to death. Like,
Well,
straight up.
oh wow, that's actually pretty clever because we'll be underwater, which is typically blue.
it'll be blue. Oh, I get it now.
Yeah, there you go.
New York,
Will explains
New
the
York
joke.
went blue.
Oh, we'll be so high,
da-ba-dee-da-ba-da.
Tom. We'll be so high we're in the sky blue, It's bad.
Jason, that was not metal.
That's not metal at all, is it? What is that?
That was very ELO,
There's
actually.
breakfast out.
It was-
Yeah, low.
ELO, dude. Electric.
I
don't even remember
know.
what it stands
I'm
for.
surprised someone of your youth knows ELO.
Bro, I'm
pretty
the
impressed.
biggest Van Halen fan you've ever met, and I wasn't even alive when 1984 came out. Like, you know I know my history. Come on
And
now.
Hagar.
No, you're
I am
talking
wearing
about
a Sammy
Electric
Hagar
Light
shirt.
Orchestra.
I know who I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I said that. Jesus Christ.
I
almost
did.
lost my teeth.
Simon.
Simon is
Simon.
humping Jason.
Move
Dog
the
doesn't know
microphone
his-
into your throat.
Oh yeah. The dog.
I'll take it.
No,
I need another one. I'll take it.
That's cool, though.
If you don't mind.
I'm glad you know ELO.
Like a wiener pointing down now.
Oh,
I
it's
gotta
the pretzel
pick
beer.
back
Anyone
up.
have any mustard?
Yeah, there we go.
The pretzel beer goes really well with a mustard rim, by the way.
Dude, I love mustard.
Mustard's great, but yeah, when I was first served the pretzel beer, the bartender put a mustard rim on the glass, and it was fucking
Say
sweet.
what?
So this is a rim job?
Wow.
Is that what you
I wanted to start
Yeah.
a ska band called the Mustards.
Well, all right. Here,
That'd be cool.
the problem is Mustard Plug is already a band, and they're already
But the Mustards, nobody's got a band called the
canceled.
Mustards. It's got to
Canceled. You're canceled.
be. No way, man.
Yeah,
It's too,
it's canceled for
We
sure.
have a
Nowadays.
we
How
have a
about your
there's
other
no
band?
such thing as cancel culture.
How about your other band? What was that?
The 2 or 3 flaming skulls.
No. What was the? It was FF, and it wasn't Foo Fighters. What
Oh
was
yeah,
it?
back in the day, I forget it was.
Yeah. Why
the,
don't you tell us, Tom?
the Godless
No.
Sodomites.
There was
That
a
wasn't
full
it.
name of that band. What
It was
it?
2 F's. It was.
We're not
the-
going to say that second one.
I had a.
Oh, why
grindcore
not? I
band.
thought cancel culture wasn't real, Tom.
It is
isn't.
to me.
It isn't. Everybody's been canceled. Still has a what's it called?
All right,
job.
well, all right.
Sounds like a
Let's
job.
move on from crucifying Tom here. I want to move on to Tom and the Shell Tones.
We
my
have
favorite
we
band.
have another booter bang.
Third
This
one.
is the
Oh,
male.
two?
This is a male and female booter bang. So
Okay.
Well,
Lisa
boot the
and
dude.
Laura, wake
But
up.
you gotta answer for both of them, guys. You can't
Yep,
just
you
and
just
you
can't
can't
pick
just
the
be
one.
like, oh, he's a dude. I'm gonna say boot.
No,
Stop being
I
a punk.
I'm
If any of you bang the dude, I'm
a
gonna be
man
like,
of
hey,
extreme
what's up?
passion.
Not
I
to
can-
go too
I
little
can-
Do we
state.
pretend to swim? Like, how do we do? What do
You
we
just
do?
Just put a wig on him, man. Like,
Put some lipstick on him.
Jason, we
Yeah.
need to have you start coming in and wearing your wig with the.
That's right. You've
What's
got
your
a pretty nice wig
what's your
there.
guy's name?
Oh, his name is Gunner.
Gunner. So we need you and Vic Vega coming in on the same time.
Oh, Jesus.
You know. All right.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
A
Do I
Raceland
need a
couple.
character too?
Yes,
Another?
you might.
A racist
Another
couple.
Raceland?
Yes, this is same from Raceland.
great.
Oh my
told
god,
you.
he just went on
Racist
the
couple.
Louisiana news website.
I did because I saw you guys bitch about me not having male booter bangs
just
all the
get
time.
on with the story, please.
A Raceland couple has been arrested for robbery. A man playing video popular at a casino Friday night. The LaFountain Sheriff's Office identifies the couple as 31-year-old Sydney
fight at
Rogers
me.
and 30-year-old Rochelle Hodges. Loras Sheriff Craig Webster says Hodges walked up to a man playing video poker and grabbed Mears' balls, a $3 bill and a $10 bill out the gambler's hand.
A $3 bill?
I have no
You're
idea
trying to
what you
read
said.
too fast, and it's just not.
It's working.
It's
Deputies say as she grabbed the money, the bills ripped off in half.
all right.
Sheriff Greg Webster says Hodges then ran out of the casino on South Service Road in Raceland and jumped into a black convertible with Roger driving away. All right, so what do you think? Droving.
twofer.
The twofer. They robbed a casino.
They robbed money out of a man's hand.
Grabbed his nuts.
His balls.
I made that part up.
Oh, well then that.
I mean, that was the only good part of the story.
Well,
Grabbed
then
his-
keep it.
I'm
Grabbed his
confused now.
tortellini.
What do
That's
we-
the only thing
He
that
was
had me
playing poker,
intrigued.
and she grabbed 3 $10 bills out of the guy's hand and took off running. So she
So it
stole
was a
$30.
$3 bill and a $10 bill.
It's
I made the
three
$3 bill up. too.
$10 bills. I just
She
read the
poor.
line.
So she robbed the casino for $30.
Yep.
A player at the video casino. Yes.
Cheap.
Seriously.
Cheap.
I mean, it's not even.
Yeah.
It was more like a snatch and grab, like just and then ran.
That was a
We're
ball
gonna
and
boot
grab.
We're gonna
but-
double boot this. It's not even
Double
worth-
booting.
Yeah.
Double booting.
It's not even
Double
worth
boot.
my attention.
Yeah.
Like 300K, Joe and I we'd be a double bang.
Money's everything to Jason.
Yeah. Well, it's
He's
the
He's not
mind.
gay, but $30,000 is $30,000.
Right. I used to tell my gay friends. Did he have a
$30, you know.
No, I told my gay friends a whole after a few beers, right? I mean, we all think that. I know that.
And,
So it's-
Is that
and
what you
Will,
tell them?
Will
Yeah.
agreed to that.
Right. So yeah, if it was $300,000 or whatever, like
Oh, I get it. It's because of the beard.
we're thinking the mental capacity of this person too, though. Like at least plan like a proper heist, not
I'm Ocean's 11, not Ocean's $30.
There we go.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so the couch is double boot.
86.
Couch is double boot. Brad Mater.
Oh, double boot for sure.
Really?
That's
Okay,
that's some
okay.
pretty weak ass
Okay.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Shelton.
Double boot, because you got to think about, both of them and shit like that. And they're both kind of,
What if they're doing porn?
yeah, well, I don't know.
And they're doing
man.
it small time. Like, good
I'm
God.
not
I've
good-
seen some
30
small
bucks,
time good
small
porn.
wiener, right?
I'm not, what does that mean? But I'm not good at porn, and these people seem like fuck ups.
How do you know that, Tom, from experience?
Yeah, man, like,
Yeah, you tried it one time, you didn't like it? All right, I
I
got you.
don't know. But
Pegging
yeah,
hurts.
It's
double
like wiener in your
boot.
mouth. You try it one time.
Double boot, just because they're
Technically,
not.
you tried it
they're
two
not.
times.
They're not.
He never
charming
gets
enough.
past the opening credits.
Yeah.
All right. Will James.
I feel like everyone's gone double boot, so I have to go half boot here. Boot the guy because what the fuck are you doing, bro? You're the getaway driver and you failed. Sucks. But
He's gonna spend more in gas money.
Rochelle,
Right?
He's gonna save the girl.
Boot the guy to get the
Rochelle,
girl. Yeah.
she has vision.
Yeah.
She just needs higher scope. She needs a better man in her life to expand her range. So
You want to
bang.
be that man?
Banging the woman. All right.
Okay.
Any
The
quote?
comments look like everyone's booting in the comments.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, boot the girl because she's a ding dong. What kind of car was the guy driving? Convertible what?
Black convertible.
Just a black convertible. We didn't get any details.
Black Carmen Gia from 1960.
I'll say boot her, bang him. Let's split it. The opposite of Will.
Splitting
Nice.
the difference.
Nice.
I gotta see their fucking. I gotta
Faces.
see their,
That's
yeah.
part of the deal.
Well, that's the
Okay.
last thing you see, Tom.
Ready?
Oh, sorry.
That's part
Top
of
of
the.
their
That's
head.
This
part
guy
of the.
doesn't even know the rules.
You ready?
Not even a fan of the Drinking with Drew show.
All right, go.
Oh.
I made the right call. Laura made the wrong call.
Exactly.
No,
I agree.
Theirs is so bad.
What's he on?
It's like Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what, like,
Frankenstein.
I
That's
was
why
gonna say
I
it looks like
made-
Lurch from the Addams Family.
Yeah, he's definitely
I
lurching.
started.
And she's
Yeah.
like Angelina Jolie D-list, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, man.
The D list.
I'm okay with the D-list. It's fine.
I see his face,
I'm
it's
like
His face is
G-list.
like.
I started steroids at 12.
Yeah.
And they made me quit at 19.
Do you remember that milk commercial? I said, this is what I'm going to look when I'm 19.
Yeah, they used to say drink milk and then run like a half mile and shit. Like, remember that?
And then poop yourself.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, exactly. Like, but then we learned that it wasn't like a Gatorade drink. You know what I mean?
Gator milk.
Yeah,
It was a poopy stupor.
I drink milk and then
Who
then
gets the shits by milk and who gets constipated?
oh man,
I don't get any of that. But,
No?
But I don't drink a whole lot of milk either. So I just,
Man.
just with Cocoa Pebbles. That's it.
Okay.
That's a new metal song.
Oh, there's a lot of questions.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Not fruity
Cocoa
Pebbles.
Pebbles.
unanswered question.
All
Have
right.
another beer? Sure, why not?
Why not?
Drink one, Drew, sure.
Yeah, sure.
What we got, Drew?
I should tell Will to grab me another pretzel beer out of the fridge before he comes in because he stole my beer.
Oh, dude.
There's not one in here.
No, they're only in the fridge in the house.
Garage.
No, in the house. They're
Oh,
there.
in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
All right. Well, I was going to wait for Will to come back before getting into our next story. Let's see where we're at right now. 99 to 177.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
99 to 177?
Yep.
I thought it was like 99 to 120 just.
No,
It was.
it's moving.
Jumped up, yeah.
You know?
That moved quite substantially.
Yep. All right. So this next story, hurry back, Will.
Oh, shit.
A New York State trooper who claimed he was shot during a traffic stop on Long Island, this is Joe's neighborhood, last week, was suspended without pay. As officials probe whether he lied about the incident,
Probe.
police spent hours searching Trooper Thomas Messia's home in West Hampstead on Monday after launching an internal investigation into his account on October 30th saga that sparked a days-long hunt for a suspect. State cops also abruptly canceled the alert they issued for a black Dodge Charger, it's always got to be black, with temporary tags of New Jersey. The 27-year-old trooper has alleged was involved in the shooting. The department declined to comment further on Macia's suspension. Nassau County, Joe, you know where that's at?
Nassau.
Nassau, that's what I said.
Right outside
Nassau
Queens.
County District Attorney Ann Donnelly said her office was actively investigating certain inconsistencies in the case. Her office also declined to elaborate, citing an ongoing investigation. Police sources had earlier said investigators were probing, Laura loves that word, whether
You're gonna say
Macias
Jason.
shot himself during the ordeal and that he was undergoing a psychiatric evaluation. Neighbors told Newsday that investigators had started knocking on doors to ask residents questions and seek doorbell camera footage from them. The trooper is believed to be the son of Thomas Macias Sr., former partner of NYPD officer Michael Dowd, one of the most corrupt officers in the Big Apple's history.
Is this still Booterbrang or no?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
The pair who worked
Dang.
alongside each other in the 94th precinct were both busted in 1990s and featured on the Post for fronts page for running a cocaine ring linking Brooklyn to Suffolk County.
Brooklyn or Brooklyn?
Dowd notoriously ended up spending 12 years in prison for shaking down drug dealers, proliferating their wares, and then selling the drugs when he worked in Brooklyn's 75th precinct in late 1980s and early 90s.
Can't tell what's worse.
I'm sorry, Drew. It's just like, how many beers you had, man?
Many.
I don't think he's sober. I don't think he knows how to pronounce those words.
We're going to regulate the drinking.
What was
show.
Brooklyn?
Yeah,
It
we
was
need-
Brooklyn.
We need an amendment right now. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Amendment 6.
Jesus Christ.
Because now's a good time to let everybody know that Amendment 4 failed in Florida. So if you knock
Did it
your bitch
really?
up, you got to keep it.
Oh, really? It failed in Florida.
Can we do a...
I'm actually kind of surprised
What
about
about
that.
Me
Most-
too.
I'm very
Well, you
surprised.
know.
I haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
me
That's
too.
good. A rapist can just choose who he wants to have kids with. now.
Or their daughter. Yeah.
Isn't that a
Yeah,
song?
the rapist can just be like that chick right there.
Yeah.
you know?
Something like that, we might have an armed revolution if for the
Jason,
rapist,
Jason,
right?
please tone down the rhetoric, man. Come on, buddy. Let's not go there.
I wouldn't,
You made me
man.
cry, dude.
I
Like,
ain't got
no
no-
one wants to go there.
You know what this reminds me of?
Fourth Amendment! Fourth Amendment! Fourth Amendment! Failed! Fourth Amendment! Fourth Amendment! Fourth Amendment!
Smack my bitch
Failed!
up.
There you go.
Fourth Amendment! Failed! Fourth Amendment!
Denied
Failed!
services
Fourth Amendment!
at the hospital that you need. You have complications with your pregnancy. Guess what, ladies? You gotta take it to term. You might as well die. 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 Die.
Fourth Amendment! Failed! Fourth Amendment! Failed! Fourth Amendment!
Guess what?
Failed!
You still smoke weed. Even with your baby.
How about 3?
Like Prodigy?
Yeah.
Old school,
Prodigy.
old school. Smack my bitch up.
Prodigy's badass, man.
I thought it was knock my bitch up, but never mind.
Smack my bitch up.
Smack my bitch up!
And then they had that chick. Right in the middle of it.
You know what this best song in the world is, though?
Fuck you, I won't do you tell me? By Rage Against the Machine?
No.
Oh, okay, my
Down
bad.
rodeo.
Oh, I'm going down rodeo with a shotgun. These people ain't seen a brown man since the grandparents bought
That's the
one.
best rage.
It really is. It really is. I'm glad you know that.
Yeah.
Tom and I are not just drummer and lead singer. We're musical soulmates.
He's the lead singer and I'm a drummer too.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you say musical soulmates?
I did.
Yeah.
Ozzy said that about
Also,
Randy
say
Rhoads.
Angel of Death.
Oh
but-
shit! Does that mean one of us are about to die?
Probably.
No, not this year. Not this year.
Well, you're the only lead player. There's no lead drummer, so
This is the best song ever.
What song is that?
You never heard that song, Jason?
Amendment 3 fails too.
no fucking way,
That's what I thought everybody was singing Kumbaya on.
dude. They had a
No,
cop
no, no.
endorsed legal weed. How did
They,
everyone vote
they need
against
to
it?
recount those.
Okay, first
guys
off,
on
Will,
those.
if you think a cop that's been some
Bro,
fucking
obviously I'm being facetious.
administrator for the last fucking 30 years.
And by the way, if you voted against it, I know you don't know what facetious means, but anyways.
But seriously, that guy wasn't a cop. He's a fucking bureaucrat.
I know.
Bureaucrat. He's a bureaucrat.
Look, what happened after COVID is every state's conservative majority moved here, so we are now like the concentrated conservative majority in the one state.
Yeah,
so none of this surprises me, although I am allowed to be disappointed, right?
But Amendment 3 is also one of those situations where you're gonna have to walk into a prison and be like, oops, sorry we did all this to you, and you can't get a library card anymore, but we just, now it's legal. Sorry, have fun.
Well,
all of those people are supposed to get like a job and shit.
The thing is, though, if that amendment had passed, it would have opened the route to legal expungement of those convictions, right? Like,
no, that's not true.
It wouldn't have been.
I'm not a lawyer.
That's a good question.
It would not. I don't believe
true?
it was not part of the written amendment, but it would have.
You cannot get an expungement unless you are found not guilty or the state fails to file on your case.
Oh,
Wow.
All right.
And that's in the statute.
And that'd be horribly ironic for somebody after it got regulated.
Fuck the lumber magnates of the 1890s. That's why we're in this situation.
Drew, should we change that? Is there a way to change those? Like, how
write a new law. But the way it stands right now, you hear the word expungement all the time, but sealed and expungement are two different things. If you have an adjudication that is withheld, you can get the record sealed. The only way you can get an expungement is if the record is you're not guilty in a court of law. A jury trial finds you not guilty, a judge trial, whatever, or the state attorney doesn't file on your case.
So if you commit a crime, let's say 10 years ago, and now whatever you commit a crime, let's say smoking weed, that is no longer, there's no longer legal ramifications. You can't get expunged at that point. Unless
there's some government executive order that comes down and says you have to go through every clerk in the court that there's 68 counties in Florida, and there's an executive order.
I owe you one.
Sure. If the government says every marijuana arrest and every clerk of courts within the state has to remove a drug arrest involving marijuana, that would take a lot of I don't even know how they would search that.
Yeah.
And do that.
Yeah. How are they going to do that? Walk into the prisons and be like, sorry, oops.
Look.
So, Will, just so you know, that they did get 56% of the vote.
Yeah,
and you needed 60% to pass.
And last time this came up for a vote, we had a majority of the votes, but we also missed the majority needed, quote unquote. Anyways, irrelevant. Hey, guess what? Floridians, Colorado, 0 hurricanes in the last 1,000 years. Colorado, legal weed right now. If you want legal weed and you don't want hurricanes, leave the fuck out of this state. That's what I said. Standing by it.
Now, does Colorado have the same implementation? They can't grow personal weed either?
I'm not actually a stoner, so I don't actually know this, but
it grows out of the ground.
I'll tell you what, I think that's why this amendment failed. When people found out they could not grow a personal plant.
I didn't realize that people thought that. I just assumed that people thought they could go into a store, like they could go into the grocery store and buy, beer. They can go into a dispensary and buy weed if they were 21. I had no idea that people were thinking, oh, this is going to allow me to grow my own plants, because I'm like, that just sounds stupid. Why would they allow people to do that?
When the whole want to do it anyway.
Look,
well, the whole point of them,
would do it.
You can brew your own beer.
Buy a strawberry plant. You spend 9 months and you get 3 strawberries.
Joe, you can't yell on the microphone. I'm sorry.
Or
absolutely.
People can grow tomatoes in their backyard, yet we still go to Publix to get tomatoes.
Look, I'm not advocating for any illegal activity, nor do I participate in any illegal activity. But guess what? You can grow whatever you want.
Keller says you can grow.
You can do whatever you want.
Maybe they need to do it like Colorado. They need to do it like Colorado, where you can grow your own shit, do what you want to do. I guarantee you that's why it failed, because people found out they could not grow in their own backyard.
The whole point of the law was to get more tax money from the Florida residents. Yeah. So why would they say, yeah, you can grow your own plants, and then it's not taxed? Like, that makes no sense.
No, the issue was there was 3 companies that monopolized the industry, and that's what people didn't want.
Yeah, but also the legal ramifications. You're not going to get, just like in Colorado, where me and the cop were like friends. Like, me and the cop in Florida can be friends again. I don't have.
Tom, I'll be honest with you. Most cops have no desire to arrest you for marijuana.
Yeah,
they're obligated to.
If it's personal use amount,
they're not.
If it's dealing amount,
it has nothing to do with obligated to arrest for marijuana. Will cops have discretion on what they can arrest for? The problem is people are like, "What the fuck you pull me over for, you fucking motherfucker?" Blah 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 blah. And then they're like, "Oh, you have 2.1 ounces of weed on you. I'm gonna arrest you for that."
We're getting into the Tyreek
is-
Hill conversation
Well,
again.
my
No, it's your
point is-
attitude. People have attitude.
know who I am.
But they wouldn't have that.
I mean,
They
it's not reason to
they
shit
wouldn't
on me. Right?
they wouldn't have that. Just like me and the cop in Colorado. Like I would never me and the cop in Colorado, we looked each other in the eyes and like we had nothing bad. But you know,
was
if I
instant
got
love
a
at
little
first
bit of
sight.
weed in my pocket, my hands still grip up on the steering wheel when a cop rolls by. And I don't like that feeling.
Well, it's
And
because you've been
know,
dodging cops your whole life.
Yeah.
That's a mental thing.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
It
it's a
is,
mental
but
thing for the
we
cop,
don't,
too.
We don't need to have that anymore. You know, it doesn't. It's not necessary.
cops are brainwashed in the police academy at a us against them mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason they're brainwashed
We never
that
lose.
way is
Tom,
because
Drew, I'm sorry to interrupt. What did you, Tom and I were having a private conversation earlier. It was, do we believe that all citizens should be subject to the law? And if you agree with that, then yes, you agree that police should also be subject to the law. So we had somewhat of a conversation to that extent.
Oh, that's also a different conversation.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because at the same
It's
time,
not the weed conversation.
are they not?
well,
If the people that enforce, it's really important for the rule of law that the people that enforce the law are subject to the law, and that's the reason you get this BLM crazy riot stuff and stuff. But if these guys aren't, subject to the law, then the law means nothing, and we shouldn't take it seriously. You know what I mean? That's the conversation.
and
we're having.
it tangentially
Right,
relates
right.
because, you know, when you have such superfluous and just nonsensical laws, basically the law applies to some but not to others, and then we have these laws where it's like we're deciding on these laws and 56% of the people voted for it, a majority by technicality voted for it, just not enough of a majority as legislated by the state counted. So it's like we're in this gray zone of like, what does the law actually serve at this point?
Okay.
What
the
does this
people
law
involved
serve?
with George Floyd, were they arrested?
Oh yeah,
Okay, so they are the law applied.
it's one example
Okay,
out of many.
okay, so when
Yeah, it took a few cities burned down before.
well, when you arrest somebody that's high on fucking opioids and they have a fucking medical issue, there's possibilities that they're going to have issues. I'm not going to say it's were there faults on both sides? Yes. And that's my personal opinion.
He shouldn't have robbed the
Look,
kid.
cops don't have an easy job. I will never say that they have an easy job.
It's not about an easy job.
But
it's
but,
about
but it's
when
difficult to
you-
discern
when-
like when you should apply
No, because-
necessary force, because there are situations where you do need to apply force, and it's like referees in sports. I don't want to make light of what they do, but it's like you have to make judgment calls, and sometimes you do make the wrong calls, sometimes you make the right ones. We shouldn't judge an entire populace of workers or people in service based on 1 or 2 or 3 incidents, but they enforce the laws. They do need to be subject to them.
I agree. And bass players who break strings and guitar players who break strings, they're playing too hard on stage. And it has nothing to do with the string quality.
Well, Jason actually just broke an E string today while he was trying to tune your Kerry King signature D&V.
No, he's a muscular man.
But no, but
this.
here's the thing. He had tuned 5 strings previously to perfection, and then the E string broke. I'm not going to name the brand because I don't want to tarnish the podcast that Jason is going, but there was a faulty E string.
I'm not sponsored by them.
Okay,
so
well, I
Elixir
you might,
Strings.
I
love Elixir
you might
Strings,
be
but-
sponsored in the future, so I don't want to tarnish any chance you have there. But
So my point is,
either way,
Will,
like aberrations occur.
you could string 10 guitars. You could string 100 guitars like Jason and not break one string. But that time you break that one string, Drew is going to come down on you like a fucking hell of fucking string breaking madness.
What we're talking about is anomalies.
And that's going to ruin Jason's fucking
Well,
reputation
you're
because
talking
he
about an
broke one
anomaly.
E string out of 100.
Yeah, you're talking about an anomaly, and they do occur, and they do occur in law
How many
enforcement
people
as well.
how many arrests do you think a cop makes in his career?
Oh boy, well over 5,000, I would
Okay.
say.
Do you think he breaks an E string once in a while?
Yes.
Do you think he needs to lose his job over that and go to prison? And
Lawyer Drew over here creating.
They're good questions, though.
Well,
I mean, they're legit questions.
do you think
yeah.
every arrest they make goes as planned?
What I'm going to say is this. I'm not going to answer your question directly. What I will say is this. There are times when.
Do you think
excessive
the
force-
arrest would go easier if the person didn't fight back and fucking
I'm
raise
not-
hell or be on drugs?
I'm not going to answer that directly. What I'm going to say is this. There are times when people make mistakes. There are times when people follow their ethics and their codes to the letter of the law. And there are times when people just go overboard.
I agree.
We've had
Do you think
an inordinate amount.
Let me ask you this.
We've had an inordinate amount of excessive force cases related to, and I'm going to say it, race. When the issue of race comes up, there are an inordinate
and
amount of
the media loves that
excessive
shit.
force.
The media loves that shit.
I'm not part of the
because
media.
they separate the
I'm not
fucking
part of the media.
populace when they fucking bring that shit up. And here's a second thing. Do you think the people that were surrounding the cops involving George Floyd should be spending their life in jail, in prison? I don't fucking Chauvin. You can take him. I don't give a fuck. The guy was an asshole. He's a dickhead. He's a cop. He shouldn't have been a cop. Fuck that guy. Do you think a rookie on his fucking 30th day of being a cop should be spending his life in prison?
Drew, I can't speak to that. I can't.
Why?
I don't have the experience.
You're an adult.
I don't have the experience to speak to it.
You are a member of the possible jury pool. If that had happened locally, it would be put on your shoulders to make that decision if you got selected.
I work criminal defense cases. Okay, I agree. There are bad cops. I'm not a fan of law enforcement and the way they push their authority on people. I'm not a fan of law enforcement the way they fucking do shady shit. And if I find that shit out, I'll be the first one to fucking throw it in their face and be the person to put it out there. But I'm also an honest dude, and I see the shit that the media does to piss off the fucking citizens of this world and burn fucking buildings down for no reason.
Drew,
black businesses too. They burn down black businesses too.
And Drew,
they killed fucking people.
Drew, with your podcast, you are more part of the media than I am, and I'm not trying to shift anything to you. But what I'm saying is, we all create narratives now. We all have access to social media. We can all say what we want. And at this point in the conversation, we are getting a little heated about the.
I'm not as passionate about it.
We're getting into the role and responsibilities of people in positions of power, and on election night, what we can say is people's voices matter. What people say matters, and certain people have higher levels of influence than others. When certain people are saying we're going to root out the enemy within, and the enemy within doesn't look like you, and he looks a little darker than you, and he's eating animals. When that kind of person receives power,
I'm not even speaking about Trump.
I didn't say Trump.
We're talking about cops and fucking.
But there are agents. But people listen to.
Well,
it's a hierarchy. People listen to people who say things.
The legalization of marijuana, and when Tom was saying the cop waved at me, we were friends.
Are we friends or are we not?
And I said, hey, cops don't give a shit about arresting for marijuana. To be honest with you, they don't even give a fuck about that unless you're an asshole. And that's typical cop mentality. I don't really agree with it. If you're not going to arrest for weed for one person, you should never arrest for weed for another. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Personally, I think all drugs, for the most part, should be legal.
Agreed.
So
yes.
I don't really agree with that whole let's make certain things legal and not legal. But
and you made the point that the doctors are in with the pharmaceutical companies, and it's accurate. It's absolutely accurate.
But I think a lot of what comes into play when it comes to people getting arrested is how they respond and what's going on. Okay. And I fight for people all the time in the criminal defense community, and I see shadiness all the time. And I'm the first one to point it out. But I also see gaslighting, and I see bullshit from the media that makes people feel a certain way unjustly. So I think there's a fine line that you have to fucking realize between the us and them mentality, because they want it to be us and them. They want it to be divided. They want everybody to have their own fucking, disagreement against a certain group of people.
And in Colorado, me and the police officer aren't the enemy to each other.
You're not.
We're the friends to each other. We actually hey, how you doing, good sir?
But in Hillsborough County, it's not even illegal to smoke weed right now. You get a ticket if it's, outrageous, and or Tampa at least. So, I mean, it's getting to that point to where cops really don't give a fuck about weed. It's okay. Are you pushing meth and all that shit? And it's like one of those things. Okay. There are certain drugs cops are always going to be fucking dicks against: cocaine, meth, fucking LSD, mushrooms.
Drew, in your heart that cops like Godsmack more than they like napalm death.
Dude, I'm just saying that the drug issue when it comes to cops, I don't think marijuana is on the top of the list. Okay. Personally, I don't think any drug should be on the top of the list. I think, are you robbing fucking people? Are you, molesting babies? I think any cop should just focus on child porn and fucking raping babies. But that's just my personal opinion. I think a neighborhood should take care of their own. If you have a problem with your neighbors, you should be able to beat the fuck out of them without calling the cops. So I believe it should be something to where it's a societal, let's take care of our own people. You don't have to call the cops to get involved. But on the same token, people have paranoias. Tom's paranoid because he sees a cop, his balls clench up.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Just because in Florida we're enemies and in Colorado we aren't. You know
Because
what
of the
I mean?
law.
Is that
Because
just
of
over
the
the
law.
weed situation, or is that other situations? Is that just like over?
Well, I will tell you this. A cop looks at even me, him,
Yeah.
we have long hair.
My
Cops have an
weight
issue
on
with
us.
that. They do this
I got you,
summary.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, this guy doesn't look like me. And that's fucking brainwashed in their heads. This guy doesn't look like me. He's a
Yeah.
fucking scumbag. Oh, he doesn't wear a suit and tie to work. He must be up to something. His life isn't together. His life isn't together. Well, he must fucking beat his wife. Cops have that type of fucking stupid mentality.
Well,
Okay.
in the words of Elvis Presley, it comes down to suspicious minds. Like, are you more willing to trust your fellow man, even if you've never met your fellow man? You know what I'm saying? And cops are trained to be on alert for suspicious activity, so they are less trusting in general.
Well, but that's very subjective.
It's very subjective. I'm not, dude.
They don't need
We're
to
on a
be.
podcast drinking with Drew, man. I'm not trying to make like serious points right now, but what I am saying, it comes down to how much are you willing to trust? Are we willing to trust each other?
Well, cops are
we-
brainwashed not to trust.
Of course. Well, they're trained.
They're trained in the police academy. There's an officer safety exercise that's taught in probably every police academy in the United States, where they're doing traffic stops, and they go through these series of traffic stops where it's various people, and every single time, every academy, they have actors that show up, and they pretend to be these people. Some of them are like volunteers, some of them are family members, but they always have these actors come in that do traffic stops for officer safety training.
I've heard of these.
You know
yes.
who kills the officer every time?
Tell
The
me.
90-year-old lady. Every fucking time.
Bang!
Every time. Because the
She's tired of
fucking
it.
recruit comes up and they're like, how you doing? This fucking old lady can't hurt me. She's an old lady. No, let me have your license, blah, blah, blah. And as he's walking back to his car, that fucking old lady comes out of the car and pulls a 357 Magnum and blows him in the fucking back.
Now, was the 90-year-old lady actor directed to do that?
Yes,
or-
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. That's how
Well,
these
that's
actors are
fucked up.
told what the skit is.
I was
They're
about to
told
say-
what to do.
I was about to be like, well,
Every
maybe
time.
she had pent up resentment over 90 years of being policed, but you
No,
know, hey.
they're actors every time, and it's the training they're put into that anybody can kill you. A fucking 10-year-old kid or a 90-year-old lady, they are brainwashed that anybody can kill you, and that's what that's what puts them in that mentality of the us against them.
Yeah, and also though, when in the gun community, if everybody's armed, then everybody's a potential threat. So you can execute anybody.
I'm sorry. I need to call attention to Brad real quick. Can we get Brad on the camera?
Oh, you guys,
Brad is checked out entirely of this conversation. The headphones are
Why
off.
he wears the sunglasses.
We are so in the weeds. We can agree that we don't like overreach of authority, but I think we need to
we
get
can
back to
agree
the
to,
essence of the Drinking with Drew shows. We're trying to just like not get too serious here. We can agree we don't like cops telling us what to do, but at the same time,
I'm sorry, I was catching a nap.
Do you like your wife telling you what to do?
I'm not married, Jason. Why don't you tell me how you feel about it?
He loves his wife telling him what to do.
Maybe I'm not against you if you're into that. Like
was
that's,
asking
I know
Brad
many
and
men are
Joe.
into that, so it's
I was
cool.
asking Brad and Joe that
Asking me
question.
what now? What was the
Do
question?
you like your wife telling you what to do?
Brad, maybe you put your headphones back on.
Depends
you
on
get
what
what's
she's
going on.
wearing.
good answer, Tom. Or not wearing it.
Tom, you're not married, so it doesn't
Yeah,
count.
but
Brad, tell us, do you like
Yeah.
when your wife tells you what to do?
She doesn't. I mean, like our relationship is always a 50-50.
Only when she
So-
says you're going to Amsterdam for dinner.
No, that was a great
Amsterdam it.
suggestion.
That he
Because
agreed
I was
with.
thinking somewhere local in Brandon, and she said Amsterdam, and I said, hell yeah. Well, the whole thing with that was she works for Delta, and literally that flight just started happening direct from Delta from
wow.
I don't know
Tampa.
why
That's
there
awesome, dude.
So literally,
You can keep going back to me. It's fine.
Yeah.
His camera went out, so I was like trying to see if I could. It's back.
But my profile looks great.
Amazing.
Look at that.
Brad, your beard is majestic, Viking in nature. Yeah, I
Now
mean,
watch
shit.
me do this.
Oh, slow turn, dude. Oh my God. Do it again.
Oh shit, bro.
Like go
Watch,
the other.
I'll go the other way now.
Go the other way this.
Oh, yeah.
He did not just do that.
How can you not
Not on
book this
camera.
guy for every single gig?
I'll tell
Nasty
you,
Savage, book
listen,
us.
I'm hard right now.
All the
but-
blood in my brain, it's in my
but back-
penis right now.
I'm feeling
I will say,
lightheaded.
you're EP though, guys. Everybody watching Junk Food Patriotism by Must Not Kill, you must go listen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jason.
Not right now, but after the podcast. No, dude, I love that beer.
Whoa.
Thanks for sharing.
Jason giving us a shout out is
No,
much appreciated.
no,
But
you-
and so let me return the favor. As a member of Must Not Kill, Jason also recruited me to be part of his solo band for the EP, or no, it was an LP, Overcometh. We played a show in February.
A lot of fun.
I mean,
Great
and
story.
because of the fact that I'm the drummer for both these projects, it's been floated around that there may be a Must Not Kill Jason Stallworth collaboration in the future. I know you and Brad have had these conversations. Is there any way we can get the two of you to talk about this on mic?
Let's get it rolling, man. Soon. I'm in the middle of something that's about to be kind of done in the next 2 weeks. But after that, let's get moving on it. So I can't talk about it right now.
Brad, is that your official statement, or do you want to amend
Yes.
that statement?
We could talk about it.
Well, let's do it. Let's just do
fucking
it.
do
Let's
it.
just
No, we talked about this for all seriousness. We talked about this for a long.
And the
time.
camera went black.
Ever since
Again.
Jason and I
What
did
camera's
that
going on?
His
song
camera's flickering
together
out.
on his
which is badass.
podcast.
Dude. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that song rips.
That's cool.
So I was
It's
just
on there,
like,
right?
I told him just like I thought the people that follow his stuff was to
They loved it.
have us play that track as a band, and then you could see the steps it takes to make that like a real song, and other than just a jam with a drum machine on it. I thought it'd be cool.
It'd be
So
very cool.
we talked about that when we were thinking about getting there.
We're gonna put it in motion soon, guys.
I want to tease the audience, but more so I want to tease everyone in this room right now. It needs to happen. We need to make this happen because the combination of forces, I've been the drummer for both of these projects. I need to see it happen. I need it. I need it for my soul. I need it for my legs, which do the kick drums. I need it for my whole body. Let's do it. On the Drinking with Drew show right now, let's pledge with our glasses. Let's raise them up. We're doing this. Cheers.
Your beer's empty.
So it is. Tom, would you mind grabbing me another one?
Yes, sir. Oh yeah.
All right. So, do you know Russia is using dildos to
What? I
try
thought dildos
to
were
blow
legal.
planes up?
I thought they were
Nice
illegal in Russia.
segue.
Mm-hmm.
We
You
were
know that
like the
we've been
best
on
metal
for-
song we ever created. Oh, did you hear Russia's
where's Joe going?
using dildos?
Did you know that we've been on for 2.5 hours?
It's good.
Not nearly enough.
Quality time. All right. So, mystery cargo plane fires linked to Russian plot to plant bombs on aircrafts. All right. So, a series of mystery fires that broke out at European cargo hubs in July have been linked to a covert Russian plot testing the best way for Moscow to plant bombs on U.S.-bound cargo planes. The fires, which erupted at 2 DHL air hubs in Germany and England and at a courier site in Poland, were resulted in electric massagers implanted with magnesium-based flammable substances. Now, they're saying massagers. Do we think they're really...
Well, you obviously think they're dildos.
I'm tired of political correctness infiltrating our dialogue.
Those things are wieners.
Yeah. Dildos.
I mean, I'm just thinking they're dildos, so nobody would want to touch them.
Yeah.
Purple wieners.
Dildos, man.
I mean, it doesn't say personal massager or like
Purple or
sex,
personal?
like, sex toy. It says electric massager. So that could be like the kind that go on the back of your seat and massage your back, or those ones that are like the hammer thing for sore muscles and whatnot.
Yeah,
so
but
I don't think it's
But when
I don't
you-
think it's a dick a box or a box.
A dick a
Dick
boxes?
boxes.
A dick of boxes.
Yeah, but they don't fucking put like dildos on a package like that goes anywhere. It's
Right.
always like
massagers
or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But also, too, if you're trying to get something through customs and you don't want it opened, I'm sorry, if I work customs and I'm like, oh my God, is that a box of dicks? My first thing is going to be, let's inspect it. The last thing I would, because that would be hilarious to be like, oh my God, this box had 100 dildos in it. Like, it's not going to be big dicks. I'm just saying. I think it's massagers.
I'd pull it out of the thing and be like, hey, my coworker, eat this.
Right.
Eat a bag of dicks.
Yeah. Have a sword fight.
So when you travel and you have a suitcase that has a dildo in it, and then you get that little like inspected by TSA tag.
Right. You always see the videos online of people being like, I really screwed my sister through TSA, and it's like they're recording from behind their, wife, sibling, whatever it is, and they're getting stopped because they have to unzip because they see the batteries in there, and they're just like completely embarrassed with like a bag of dicks.
Who was that?
Me.
Nice.
Can aliens control the weather?
Yes.
So many hurricanes coming in through Florida, Panhandle, same direction. Jason, can aliens control the weather?
Well, my first question is, what happened to the device we had in the 80s that they said they stopped, where we flew over and we could control where the hurricanes go? Did that project, I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the project.
Well, that was hurricane seeding, and that was used in Vietnam.
Did that really stop, though, or is there an element of that still going and we don't know?
So HARP and DARPA are two projects that are separate, okay? So HARP, HAARPA, is now funded by the University of Alaska, and that has to do with the heating of the ionosphere. And there's experiments going on that we don't really know about. But that's humans. That's
you said HARP?
HARP.
I thought you meant that ARP, that AARP that I get.
I'm also getting those letters in the mail. But there were suspicions that...
the discount at Publix, right?
There were suspicions that...
I know Bragg is, I'm sure.
We were trying, as the Americans and the U.S. Air Force, we were trying to control the weather through that program. But let's take it a step further. If we as humans are trying to control the weather, now that
we've already figured
we've already like established now apparently that aliens are for real, can they control the weather? And are they the ones who are kind of deciding what areas of the world are getting decimated by storms? Are they doing population control on their own?
Has it been established that
on
they
their
are
own
here?
Yeah, we have that. We have that evidence. Will
I've seen reports on the internet. I've seen a lot of things on the internet.
So it's true.
I've never seen one with my own eyeballs.
I think that the aliens are just as curious about us as we are about them. Like, who's to say they're more intelligent or not? We don't know. Is it possible? Yeah, sure, it could be possible. But I mean, if they have that kind of power, they could just wipe us out and take over. Right?
But why would they do that? Maybe they need us.
For what, though?
For our blood.
Oh, well, that,
There's one of many.
So that's why is that the Amendment 3 or 4, whatever the abortion thing was? They need more blood. So they
well,
want
how many missing people are disappear in the world each year? Do that stat.
Yeah, I mean, probably to sex trafficking is a big part of that, but I mean, could be something like that as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think that in the last, 10 years or plus, I've lived in Florida my whole life. I've never seen hurricanes come out of Mexico. They always come from Africa, and they come westerly, towards the United States. I've not seen them much come from Mexico. And this latest round of all coming from Mexico, they're all coming from South America. Very weird weather patterns that we're seeing now. So I don't know. Brad, what do you think?
I have no comment on this subject.
What about Joe? Joe has a thought.
Rare
here.
no comment.
I got no thoughts.
Man.
Aliens?
Yeah.
For real? No.
Yeah. Brad, you don't believe?
Huh?
You don't believe?
You've got to believe, man.
Let me get my
Gotta
headphones
believe.
back on.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Brad gave up a long time
he's
ago.
Back.
All
He's
right,
back.
I'm back.
All right. Brad does not believe in aliens.
No,
Brad, why don't you believe in aliens?
I believe in aliens, but for me, I think aliens come here and they see no intelligent life.
I agree, but they see our resources.
No.
Is that like the brain sucker when you put your hands like, hey, this is a brain sucker, it's hungry?
All right, so let me,
No,
Brad, let me say this. You go to a restaurant, you see a tank of crab, and you're like, I'm hungry for crab. you don't see them as intelligent life, but they provide you with a resource. So
Yeah,
I think
but-
that's Earth to the aliens.
No, because I think aliens come here and they look at us
As beings, yes, we're done.
as we look at primates that can do sign language.
Right.
So they're like, "Oh, how cute."
Mm-hmm.
They
But
don't see intelligent life because they can.
I'm not saying-
obviously-
I'm not-
They're watching
Camera's-
you jerk
the
off,
camera's
too.
gone again.
The aliens are watching us jerk off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just literally.
I hope they're
It's
taking notes. I got some
like
good techniques
our-
now.
where we at intelligent wise as
We're not
compared to
very
aliens. They can travel from their own planet to visit here. We're primates. We don't have the technology, so they just literally are like, "Oh, how cute," and leave. I don't think they control shit. I think they leave it to our own faith.
Now,
A
what,
There it
very
is.
moderate and accepted take. I
Well,
actually agree. To an
I'm
extent.
not arguing with that we're idiots and they see us as nothing. But again, I think they like the resources the Earth has to offer them. And honestly, I think there are a few different species of aliens. I think some are here for our resources, but I also think some are here that are like, I don't know.
Like beer.
I think they like certain things about humans, and some of that might be just
There's so many universes though that have the same kind of patterns that the Earth has to
Mhm.
our sun
Mhm.
that can sustain life. That why would they need to travel that distance to get here to go? Oh, look, they have water.
because
literally-
I went to Daytona a couple weeks ago
Oh, that
to go
clears it.
to Harley Davidson, and I passed a Buc-ee's, and
Well,
I
there you
stopped in
go.
at Buc-ee's to get Bucky nuggets.
Beaver nuggets.
Yeah, and their
Beaver nuggets.
objective is
You didn't
hell.
even get enough, so
you're
you
saying
failed.
aliens have invented Bucky.
They're just on their way somewhere else, and they pass by us, and like, yeah, we'll stop in, we'll grab
So you're
some
saying
salt
the Earth
water,
is Bucky's
Oh,
to
I
the
see.
aliens?
Well,
So they
we'll-
got Bucky nuggets.
we'll grab some
Fuck
iron
yeah.
and some blood, and we'll fucking go on our way.
now, what if just crazy, kind of weird, whatever? But what if all these universe, because the universe keeps expanding, what if these aliens that we're calling them, what if these are us in parallel universes? If we're getting into the quantum world,
I want
right?
to see Tom as an alien.
Oh no, yeah, but
no
I have
further.
I have to do my Werner Herzog impression and shit, like from Rick and Morty. Like, I have been to the human race, and I have found that they find penis jokes funny. It is funny if you say it is small. It is funny if you say it is big. And shit like that's what
They put water bottles on top of their head and say, "Ooh, look at me! I am Mr. So and So
Yeah.
Penis."
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
funny if it's girthy.
yeah, and they vote every 4 years.
The thing with
Wow.
alien life is mostly just the imagination of humankind as to what would be unhumankind, what would be expanded humankind, what would be outside of humankind. If they are real, if they are there, they're most likely just observing. I go the Star Trek route. They're waiting for us to expand our consciousness to the point of reaching their level, and then they will initiate communication.
So
And if we don't, by the way, if we take our society in certain directions that devolve us instead of evolve us, then they will not initiate communication, and they'll just watch us destroy ourselves.
But you
Because
mentioned a
it's,
good
by the
point.
way, still very possible at this point in time.
You mentioned consciousness. They're waiting for us to arrive at certain conscious levels. What if they're already there? And that brings us back to the parallel universes that, like, with every decision that we would have made, this is the universe. What if that's a physical thing?
Well,
In the quantum.
They're either like
Jason, I'm sorry, Tom, to interrupt you. You throw the word quantum into it, and yes, there are quantum entanglements and there are quantum connections, but we still have yet to actually prove parallel universes. Yes, every decision has a branch of did we or didn't we, and then that can branch off in a million ways. But
What if it's
Or
what a
aliens.
difference
what's
it is?
here is here, and what's happened has happened. So if there are alien life forces here, they are most definitely separate than us. They're not.
Well, let me ask you
us.
this, Will. As a history teacher,
Oh boy,
This-
former by the way.
History of
Farmer.
aliens. Or aliens right?
1 year. I did 1 year as a history.
the history that is taught, is that proven?
We garner our history from a variety of sources. We call them primary sources if it's a quote from someone or if it's a source that is just directly from the mouth of someone. A secondary source is a journalist or a reporter or a writer taking it from the source. And then a tertiary source is just an account of an event. So history is most certainly not foolproof. It is not entirely accurate. It is an amalgamation of many different sources. And so if we're talking aliens, which, by the way, aliens not entirely proven, just theorized, and there are...
A lot of documentation, though. I mean, even the Pentagon has documentation.
I would call it...
governments have documentation.
We have documentation of UFOs, which are, by the way, not aliens, but UFO stands for unidentified flying object. So there are many flying objects, meteors, asteroids.
That are
comets.
identified.
They're just unidentified. We don't know what they are. So to speculate on what those would be and to attribute them to any kind of life form is a little bit erroneous, a little bit extra, as the kids would say. You know.
I think it's skibbity now.
Skibbity bebop toilet, skibbity bebop. The Rizzler also.
Do you think the government's hiding information from us?
Oh yeah, man, they're hiding a lot of stuff. But is what they're hiding extraterrestrial? Is what they're hiding internal? I don't know. They're hiding it. I'm not privy to that. So I'm not trying to poo-poo anyone's fun theories here. We're all having a good time talking about like what could be, what could not be. I personally subscribe to the Star Trek theory that if an extraterrestrial,
who can't talk now?
Yeah. Now it's me. They're waiting for us to evolve to a certain point, and then they'll communicate with us once we've reached a certain level.
I just think you're assuming their intent.
I am entirely, but so we're all assuming intent
to a certain point or certain consciousness.
A certain point, but like, you know, the direction of a species is the culmination of intent. Like, what do we vote on doing? Do we vote on expansion? Do we vote on being isolationist? Do we want to vote on we should just be on Earth? Do we want to vote on we should expand? Right now, we have a lot of corporations like SpaceX. Elon Musk wants to go to Mars. Jeff Bezos wants to go to Mars. Like we have a lot of.
Laura wants to go to sleep.
Yeah. We're getting pretty into it. But you know, as a whole species, we are currently undecided, I would say, as to where we want to go. The members of Must Not Kill want to play another show this year. I certainly want to.
I ain't moving.
The members of the human race, we don't know if we want to go to space or maybe try and save the planet we have, because we're certainly not treating it very well. Maybe we could take all of the resources that we're spending to leave this place and maybe make this a better place to live.
What would you do to force China to make the planet a better place?
I would not force China to do anything. I would not force anyone to do anything. I'm not in charge.
Well, they're the ones making the planet a bad place. The United States has done a lot.
I'm not in charge of anything, Drew. So I'm just floating ideas here.
Okay. Just saying, there's a lot of countries out there who have not done shit to help their planets and their ecosystems, and we've done a lot. And until other countries step up and do their shit, what are we doing?
Did you say America or America?
I said God bless America.
America.
Named after, by the way, named after Amerigo Vespucci, who, by the way, Amerigo Vespucci died, and then this continent was named America. He never knew that this continent was named after him. So this continent is very questionably named. But
I thought it was named after a woman.
What was this guy's name again?
Amerigo Vespucci. I'm sorry. Yeah, Amerigo Vespucci.
What was his name? What was his name?
Amerigo Vespucci. Vespucci. I
Tom,
can't spell
can you write a
right
song
now.
about that?
America Vespucci. That sounds like a cool
Amerigo
song.
Vespucci.
Vespucci sounds like my coochie.
Vespucci Macucci.
And we worship Vespucci here.
Yeah.
And the coochie.
Exactly.
What was he in the parallel universe?
Spock.
I'll turn it over to Jeff.
Most
They knew
likely
him
still
as
an
Fred.
explorer. Maybe he discovered South America first, and then that becomes the powerhouse. But, you know, we're talking parallels here.
Columbus never made it to the United States.
Columbus discovered the Caribbean first, but he found his way here eventually, like on his 4th or 5th trip. You know, it was later in his trips.
Tom, what is the biggest holiday you disagree with?
Holiday this year?
No, I said, what is the biggest holiday you disagree with?
Either Valentine's Day or Columbus Day. You know what I mean? Like, actually, like Valentine's Day was just made by like Hallmark or something. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, hey, congratulations, you're all fucking like pretty much like, but pretty much
Corporate holiday.
You're breaking women's
Fucking
hearts.
Arbor Day.
Yeah,
Those
Arbor
damn
Day.
trees.
I've met plenty of women who did not like Valentine's Day because they know it's corporate as
There's
fuck.
Short People Day. I think there's like a
Is there?
Yeah,
Is there
there's
lead, National Lead Singers Day?
No, not yet.
There should be.
Oh.
There should
Not
be.
yet, but when I get there, when I get to the presidency,
I heard there's National Guitarist Day.
is there?
There should be. Hand to Brad right now. Brad's giving you the endorsement. Come on. Yeah. There he is.
All right, are we gonna stoke up the 5150 and get some people jamming?
Brad first,
That's the first. That's the last 15 minutes of the show.
and then
Oh
Jason,
my God, 15 minutes.
and then Tom, and
Go.
then if
I
we
will
have
do
time
it.
left,
Go
I'll
home.
take over last.
Go home. Where do you think I am?
Let's do it. Joe Cam.
Is Joe Cam even charged?
No, we jamming on.
Are you kidding me?
We're just gonna riff some riffs, man. Just play like the most technical fucking riff. You could do Mass Hysteria, which is our #1 ranked song on Spotify, by the way. Must Not Kill. Mass Hysteria. Look it up.
Is Drew getting the Joe Cam?
All right, guys, we're getting Joe Cam set up. We're gonna
Meanwhile,
jam some
William
live,
James' face
Live
on
live
the cam.
show here. So bear with me.
Brad, you playing first? Or you playing first?
Oh, I don't care.
A little tipsy to.
I would say
Everybody's drunk, so
A little
I mean,
tipsy. Playing's probably not gonna be as great as it could be, but you know.
I will
You
say
can do
this
our best,
much.
man.
I love everyone in this room.
No,
Thank you all
that's
for having
what
us
that's
on the
good
Drinking with
stuff,
Drew.
man.
the
Thank
7-string is in the case over there. So whoever wants to grab it, grab
Right
it.
next to Joe, which is over there from my perspective. But if you're looking at my face, which you are, because I'm still on the broadcast. Are we still broadcasting? Is that
No,
in
we're
there?
live. Yeah, we're gonna go
Excellent.
into live,
Excellent.
and then we're gonna do some Joe Cam.
Sammy Hagar for the win.
I love Sammy Hagar, dude. I'm sorry.
Sammy Hagar is the second best singer in Van Halen history. That's not controversial. David Lee Roth, obviously the first.
All right,
Wolfgang,
Jason.
third.
David Lee Roth, good showman, but maybe not as good as vocalist.
But that all factors in, man.
Subjective, right?
It's not just singing ability alone. Like how
All
much.
right,
did
get
you-
the guitar plugged in. Let's go. Let's go.
We
Joe's
also-
over there
turn the
playing.
amp on. Turn the amp on. I'm gonna
Oh,
have to,
Simon wants to come out.
I've got to assist with this, don't I? Yeah, I do.
Hang on, I'll let him out. I'm gonna take him. Yeah, I'm gonna take him in the backyard.
Now, Joe Cam has some issues, so it might cut in and out. I apologize. Jam it, Joe. Jam it. Now, there's no strap on this guitar.
There's no strap on?
No,
We
there's
need a
no
strap. We
on
need
it.
a strap ASAP. Give it to Brad. Where's the Joe Cam?
What mic's picking up? This mic?
Probably. I mean, all of the mics in the room are on.
Is it this? That's not it. Who has the? Oh, all right. There we go.
All right, Joe. Pass it on. You're done.
No.
Joe, turn the amp up a little bit.
Is that better?
Put the mic on the amp.
Oh, my wiener. Oh,
Well.
yeah.
Okay, don't do that.
Right. That's fine.
No, I know. I get lost.
Nice. It kind of does, though. Oh shit, is it my turn? No, not me. I'm just the drummer. I'm just the drummer, dude. Alright, I'll take that pick if you have it.
Oh, I got a pick for you.
There's more up here.
All these bass players and drummers stop
Plus the camera. Look.
Obligatory.
Video's over there.
Shake her back. All right, y'all. This has been the Drinking with Drew show. Woo! Think we're about to end. We have a final election. I don't know if it's final. We have 109 to 198 for Trump. They said, turn the guitar up. I don't know. Unless you're done. Are we done? I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, guys, it's been the Drinking with Drew show. It's been a long fucking show, so I think we're going to end it. I got to pee. We've got pizza to eat in the green room. And, yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next week. Stay safe out there. Tune in to the Drinking with Drew show every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Check out our social media pages on Facebook, X, Instagram, Humble Social, and now TikTok, Joe. I added us on TikTok. Imagine that.
Now you can learn to do the dances.
Yeah, we'll see. So, thanks for hanging out, everyone, and we'll see you next week. We are out. Woo. Yes, I have to pee really bad. Where's the after show? After show. Where's the outro? Outro. I don't know if it's working.